Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Blue Jays, and more. Argos. Make sure to subscribe today.
Hey, what's up, football fans? Here we go. Week 12 is here, the halfway point of the season. We're ready to rock and roll. The Argos back after a bye week, looking to get a W. Saskatchewan looking to bounce back after their struggles. What's going on, everybody? Daniel Barry, hello there. What's up, Fruit, a.k.a. Tyson? What's up? Dallas in the house. Jade, how's it going? Welcome in. Jen W, what's going on? Hello, everybody. Ninja watching. What a game. I've had this one circled on my calendar for some time, although I did not expect Saskatchewan to take the turn that they have. Let's get into it a little bit before this game starts. But first and foremost, Jerry Grant, he is a record hunting. Toronto's returner, Jerry Grant, 4 kick return TDs this season, which leads the league. With 4 in only 9 games, he is on pace for 8, which would shatter the single season record of 6 held by Chris Williams from back in 2012. Only 5 different players have ever had 5+ kick returns TDs in a single season. So Grant looking to get it done, which is awesome. Now, looking at the overall numbers, home teams so far are 27-16-1. However, in week 11, just last week, home teams went 0-4. So what do these numbers mean for the Argos? Well, we're going to find out very soon. Looking at this matchup, Saskatchewan is looking to sweep a 2-game versus the Argos for the first time since 2019. The Riders, however, in their last 4 games are 0-3-1. They are slumping. They need to pick it up and get things going. Trevor Harris, in his return, throwing for 355 yards. Well, the Argos have a little quarterback of their own who's in and getting the start tonight. That's right, Chad Kelly makes his big return, and we're expecting big things from CK. Now, the Argonauts, they've won 13 of their last 14 games at BMO Field, and they are 9 in a row at home against West teams. So all these numbers stack up well for the Argonauts. Now, they are coming in off a bye week, and since 2022, the Argos are 6-0 off a bye. Teams this year are 7-2-1 off a bye, so that is all good things as well. Chad Kelly returns. He's 2-0 versus the Riders himself, and his last 9 starts. Toronto is the only team not to have a wide receiver record over 100-plus yards in a game this season, however, but Kadeem Carey has been a beast running this ball all over the field, and we are expecting big things again from Kadeem coming into this game. So this is going to be a real barn burner, an exciting matchup. Like I said, I've personally had this one circled on the calendar for some time. Saskatchewan started the season red hot. They were right up there going toe-to-toe with the BC Lions. However, they've fallen off, as we've said. They had that tie. They started to fall back. They haven't been able to really keep things going. So we'll have to see if Saskatchewan can find their way. Now, if you watched our prediction video that we put out for Week 12, we went a little bold and the beautiful. We made some pretty bold statements. We are predicting Week 12 being an East Coast sweep. Now, why is that a bold prediction? Well, I'll tell you why. Yes, the Argos are favorites over these Saskatchewan Roughriders. Yes, I think they're going to get it done. However, tomorrow night, Winnipeg and Hamilton. Well, Hamilton just sucks, but I think they're going to have a comeback game against Winnipeg. On Saturday, it's the BC Lions home in Ottawa, and Ottawa is rocking, but they are neck and neck with BC. That's a coin toss, but I give it to Ottawa. And last but not least, on Sunday, the steamroll game, Montreal versus Edmonton. Sorry, Elks, but you're losing again. Montreal is going to walk all over them and put the Elks out of their misery. So I'm going Montreal, Ottawa, Hamilton, and Toronto. Hamilton is kind of the risky pick of the litter. Samantha Lowe in the house. Sam, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. All right, we're getting things set when they return from commercial break. This game is going to be getting underway. Let me know in the chat, who do you predict? Who do you think is going to win? Who is your money on for this game and the others? Can the Blue Jays play anywhere? It's Dallas. I don't know the Blue Jays. What is this team you are speaking of? Since we last watched a game together many weeks back, I have paid zero attention to that team in blue. The Blue Jays, they no longer exist this season as far as I'm concerned. Too stressful, but we're watching some winners here with the Argos, and the Argos going to take it home. There is Jen is going for the Argos. She thinks they're going to win. Dallas is converted. Now a Cubs fan. Gerard, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in, Gerard. Good to see you. 50 on the Argos. Let's go. Now, I'll tell you, Gerard, I was looking. I don't usually put bets down. I don't usually gamble in the sports realm. And I was looking at these stats, and I'm saying, the odds, Jerry and Grant, another return for TD, really good odds. The Argos, even though they're favorites, some good odds there. And I was looking at it, but you know what? I couldn't decide which site, because really there's only two. There's only two sites, the top two, at least here in Ontario, to go with. And I couldn't decide which one, but I'm going Argos. George, how's it going? Welcome in. George is going Toronto Argos. The Argos going to get it done. Should have brought out my cowbell, get the cowbell going like the good old days. I got to find that sucker, but make some noise. But we're going to have a lot of fun. We're getting ready for some football. BMO Field, as I take a look outside, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful evening as it's starting to dip down into dusk. The CNE, the Canadian National Exhibition, is on, getting decent crowds, but we're waiting in there. That is the big Canadian flag out on the field, and here come the boys in double blue as they're running down the cheerleader line, coming out to get ready to get this game going. RK, how's it going? Argos by a field goal, just gonna edge one out. And we got a little ceremony. Let's listen in.
Proudly from Porcupine Plains, Saskatchewan, Darren Detition was a lifelong fan of the CFL.
Love
and
that they're paying
passionate
tribute to Darren
advocate for
Detition.
Canadian football. He was a dynamic presence on TSN for decades, entertaining the country with his sense of humor and enthusiasm for sport. Please turn your attention to the video board as we remember and celebrate.
All right, I'm not going to bring in the audio. They're going to play the Darren Detition tribute, but a very nice thing they're doing here. Darren Detition, the voice of TSN for a lot of us growing up, the voice of Sports Center. I didn't realize they were doing a little tribute to Darren Detition tonight, so that will actually delay the start of this game a little bit. But for those that might be across the border, not from Canada, especially not in the Ontario region, you might not know who Darren Detition is, but he has been a very, very big part, like I said, kind of voice of my generation growing up. Definitely a big voice in the world of Canadian football. He's done a whole lot and was a big personality. So nice to see they're doing a little tribute here for Darren Detition. Getting a standing ovation by the players, by the fans. Well done. A nice little ceremony there. That's nice. Happy they're giving him, they're honoring him. Such a legend. Absolutely, Jen. In any sport, always had an opinion. Football, baseball, hockey, curling, lacrosse, anything that was in, they would do it. We have another
Former
passing
head coach Ken Miller, who lost his battle with cancer yesterday.
here.
Our thoughts and prayers are with Coach Miller's family, friends, and all of Rider Nation.
Definitely our thoughts and prayers to the Miller family. Just the other day. Shame. George,
And now,
absolutely.
Please stand if you're able and join Jennifer Stripe in the singing of
Here we go.
Old Canada.
National anthems. We will rise.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
There we go. Nice job. Well done. Raymond, welcome in. Good to see you. Little fireworks going off. They put a little extra oomph into this game as the Canadian National Exhibition is on. We're ready to go. They're on the field. Are they going to take one last commercial break? Harris is getting warmed up. Kelly's getting warmed up. They're going one more commercial break, and then we're going to get this ball game underway. So welcome in one and all. Let's see, can the Argos pull this one out? Saskatchewan trying to come back and get back into the winning streak. Dallas, you never know. You never know. Absolutely, absolutely. Richard, good evening. Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in. Now, as everybody's coming in, let me take a moment to let you know if you're in the chat. If you've been with us before, you already know this. But for those that haven't, if you're in the chat chatting along with us, you are earning points. You're earning redemption points. Every couple of minutes, more and more points are getting added to your list. And then you could redeem them to bring up Argonaut redemptions. You can bring up Rough Rider redemptions. And we have just recently found where all the redemptions are listed. We've been doing this for 3 years and we just found it. So if you go to this link I'm dropping in, that will show you all the redemptions and their values that it takes point-wise to go in. Guy, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Duke in the house. What's going on? Welcome in. I can't believe it took us so long to figure out that, hey, there is a link that lists all the redemptions and their point values. So it's pretty funny. Made me laugh as well on there. You can see our top point earners in regards to the points that they have earned. So welcome one and all. That's a way for you to play along at home while we're enjoying the game. You can cheer along for your favorite teams. And did I program them in here? Of course not. Sam, you're slacking. So I'm like, no, never have to apologize about being late. We're just happy to have you join us. Happy to have everyone along for the ride. Like I said, this is going to be a big one for so many reasons. The Argos returning from a bye week. Chad Kelly reinstated, making his season debut. They are coming in. Harris throwing well. He's looking to bring this team back to the win column. So many things going on. It's crazy. Too bad you can't show the list. Yeah, I wish Raymond, I could actually bring it in and show it directly. That would be nice. I might be able to do something. I wouldn't be able to have it up on the screen, but it is a long list, so I wouldn't be able to show it the whole time. And of course, yes, the Olympics. The Olympics are on. The Olympics were great. We had a great time. Not to mention it was more awkward to Kelly, especially because I didn't even hear much about it. You know what? It's funny, Duke. I heard at the beginning that he was suspended, but I didn't hear much about it. There wasn't much information about it. We heard it was 9. All of a sudden, they're like, yep, he's reinstated, time to go, and the Argos wasted no time putting him back in. So definitely some controversy surrounding Chad Kelly and what has happened or was going through. We're not going to talk about it too much here today, but we're just going to see what's going to happen. Kelly was the 2023 CFL Most Outstanding Player in his first season. He was absolutely phenomenal. Of course, when it came time in the playoffs, he could not get it done. 4 turnovers led to the Argos' demise in the playoffs against Montreal. Of course, Montreal going on to win the Grey Cup. So Kelly hoping to turn things around, and we're ready to play some football. Let's go. Time to play.
What a rush!
Let's go. Back. Argos going to receive.
It was Saskatchewan winning that game.
Where is this game going to go? Where is the field possession going to be? A beautiful night outdoors in Toronto. The Rough Riders kicking this one off.
From the Rider 30.
Game on.
CFL underway. Here at BMO.
This one kicked right towards the sideline. Grant is going to receive. He's going to bring this one in, cutting across the field. He's got speed and taking down. The Argos doing a good job blocking, but it only takes one gentleman to cut through to make the tackle, and that is exactly what just transpired.
Yeah, it was a
Kelly 15-1 previously last season, 4,000 yards, 23 TDs to 12 interceptions. Time to get going. Now, as you know, some of the stats around, they will update a little bit ahead of the play.
their 5-win start to this season.
Kelly's first snap. He's going to throw it behind the line of scrimmage, completed, and they're actually going to lose a yard here. McMahon can't cut free.
The Toronto Argonauts.
Kelly won his last 9.
That's not how you want to start it. Yes, you get that first completion out of your way, but you're taken down for a loss.
At right guard for the second straight start. And then if you look in the backfield, it's Kadeem Carey who has provided the energy that they expected.
Throwing on second down and long. It is caught. It's a first down too.
First down, Argos. Pope
first chance to work
getting
with the
involved.
Receiver of the Argos gets it up closer to midfield.
18 yards on the reception by Pope.
With a long, wide field out to get things started for Chad Kelly.
That's a good job, Victoria. Hello there, welcome in.
Spiral to the side.
Oh yes, Pope. Dallas. The Halloween goodies are out.
25th catch.
All the Halloween stuff is starting to funnel its way across.
He gets it up to the 48
Kelly back.
Opening
the Toronto 48 again, throwing behind the line of scrimmage. Unger is going to run this one up, crosses midfield, short of the first down. Going to be given 7 yards.
Malik Carney's on a bit of a roll. He's got 3 quarterback sacks in the last 2 games, and this is a team that likes to take the football. They lead in the giveaway takeaway category, first in the CFL. Jameer Thurman, a big part of that.
So 2nd and 3 for the Argos. Again, if you're not familiar with the CFL game, only 3 downs to go 10 yards.
I mean, I'm talking about filling the stat sheet and leading the league in almost everything.
Kelly is back. Kadeem Carey lined up right behind him.
An outstanding season on defense and special teams.
Motion, moving. There's the high snap. Handed off to Carey. He's going to pound it up the middle. First down and more.
First carry of this game as he gets it inside.
First down, Argos.
A heavy set,
love Kadeem Carey. Watching what he did with Cameron Dukes, he was a little bit of magic. They used Kadeem Carey a lot to pound that ball up down the middle of the field, forcing the defense of the opposing team to play a little closer. That ultimately opens up some passing lanes. You know, Kadeem Carey was picking up about 20 carries or so a game and almost always around 100 yards. We'll see if that continues. Here's a long pass. Almost picked off. It was thrown behind.
That's Deontay Williams.
Yikes.
Get to the ball, but a second down on that
almost picked off. I believe, was that Coxey was the intended target? No, it was Daniel, excuse me. He throws it just behind him and almost picked off. So Daniels, he had to turn around and reach behind him. He did get a hand on it. Williams came running in there. That was a close call. We'll call that some rust. 2nd and 10 at the 50. Across the middle, high, but a nice catch. It's going to be 3rd and about 3. Jonathan, how's it going? Welcome in. You think Kelly will be okay or Russ? We're such a different situation. Yeah, Jonathan, I think there's going to be a little bit of rust for sure. Listen, you can practice, and you can throw. But when you get in a game situation and you're forcing that pressure and everything's at full speed, it definitely hits a little different. And we saw that on that last pass to Daniels. Just threw it behind him. So it will take a little bit of time to get going. It's 3rd and 2. They're going for it. They're probably going to try and draw them offside. I think they do. This is going to be offside Saskatchewan.
So this could be a first down automatically by penalty for the Argos.
So a nice play here. We've seen the Argos do this a lot this year. They set it up on 3rd down and they try to get the other team to jump. And I think Saskatchewan said, how high? Saskatchewan is saying no. This should be Toronto moving first.
Feeling this should be against the double blue. They still
Dallas. They haven't shown a good shot of the stadium yet, but I'll watch for that.
Andre Prue.
Illegal procedure. Toronto number 58.
Wow, they are calling it on Toronto. Procedure on Toronto. So this is not going their way. This is going to move back.
Coming up now, Anthony Vandal.
Oh, goodness. Vandal. He gets called. So instead of it being first down Argos, it's going to become 3rd and 7. So now they're definitely going to kick this one away. Welcome in if you're just joining us and you're enjoying our style of coverage. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for us. Hit that like. And of course, subscribe to the channel.
Hyralahu is out, but he's double duty tonight. John Haggerty was in warm-up who got hurt, one of the top punters in the CFL. So
oh no, Haggerty out for Toronto. That is not good. Hiralahu, he's going to kick this one away. Haggerty, he has such a leg. He really can launch that football. So Hiralahu's going to play both positions. He's going to be the punter and the field goal kicker tonight. Not a big return here for the Riders. When they return, the Riders are going to have a chance with their first possession. Who's favored? I'm a noob. Oh, Raymond, it's all good. Toronto is actually favored to win this one. You know, in the first matchup earlier on in the season, it would have been Saskatchewan all the way. But Saskatchewan really they've lost their last 3 and a tie. In their last 4 games, they're 0-3-1. Toronto, they've definitely been playing some better football. They're coming off a bye week. Chad Kelly coming back. Everything kind of is in the Argos court. So they are favored tonight to take the W. But anything can happen in the CFL, and that's why we love it so much. The CFL, you know, you really need to be cautious in how you play because, like I said, only 2 downs to go 10 yards. And if you're not with it, if you're missing something, you know, when you go 2 and out, you kind of turn the ball over a little too much. That's going to impact your game, and anything can happen right down to the last minute. The ball does not have to be snapped before the clock hits 0. If you're set up and the clock hits 0, you can still get that last playoff. Now, Toronto, straight on the money line, is at minus 125. Saskatchewan, they've actually come down. They were at plus 110 earlier. They've come down to minus 102. So the odds getting a little closer. It was also 2.5 spread before. It's now 1.5. So definitely getting closer there. I think the big one, the big call, Hamilton is at plus 430 to beat Winnipeg. I said it in the opening. That is a stretch. Hamilton sucks this year, but I'm going for the East Coast sweep this week. So I would put a flyer on Hamilton at plus 430. Heck, if they could pull it out, that's a nice return. But you know it's a very, very high risk.
We'll visit here for the Argos, a home date against Saskatchewan.
All right, back at it. Let's see what Saskatchewan can do. First play, they're going to run this up, picking up at least 7.
Handing off to Frankie Hickson in for AJ Oled, but Harris.
So they're going to give him
like
6.
Rust at all, Glenn, last week against
None.
Now.
Yeah, none.
6 yards, going to be 2nd and 4.
39.
Trevor Harris is 3-1 this season. 1,200 yards already, 9 TDs, 3 interceptions. He's also a very good quarterback, mobile, and he can toss the ball.
We'll get to that as the show goes on.
Absolutely. I mean, that was definitely a winnable game. There's Shea
2nd down,
Patterson
4
filled
yards to go.
At 2-3-1 and 6 starts filling in for Trevor Harris. Watching Harris go
Here's
to
the
work
snap.
now on
Harris
2nd
looking. He's going to go across the middle. First down, 3 Argos there to wrap them up. That's the Saskatchewan defense has not been great as of late. However, Saskatchewan's defense is #1 in the league in a number of defensive categories. So it's interesting to see the lapses that they have had over the last stretch of games. But a nice catch. Emilius picking up 9 yards.
That's getting back in the saddle immediately because, I mean, 0 rust on Trevor Harris last week.
He looked really sharp. Just his 4th start of the
Here's
season.
Harris,
His
the
first one in
snap.
8 weeks.
Gonna hand it off again. No, he fakes the handoff. A big block, a long pass, and a nice reception before going out of bounds. Huge toss there from Harris.
And in each of the first 2, he's at 101
Wow.
yards receiving. And
Dante
that's a big
Myers,
Yeah, 2 games,
28
200
yards.
games. I mean,
And
not
what
a
a
bad
fake.
start for
Harris fakes the handoff. Toronto running in, runs right into the blocker. Harris going over the top. Beautiful catch here by Myers. 28 yards. Wow.
Because that waving at it from the defensive back can distract you. Not Myers.
That
All
was
the injuries he's had at
impressive.
receiver, and that gave him a shot in Ottawa a couple of weeks ago. He had 8 catches for
Here's the
101.
snap. This
Did it
time they're
again
going to
last
run it
week.
again.
That one was for
Up the middle,
28
curling
yards.
to the right, picking
He
up
too is
should be
getting a
4 or
chance
5.
with the injury to ex-Argo AJ Oled. fourth start in the backfield for Frankie
So Hickson, some good running.
Will play at right tackle. They've gone through a bunch, starting with Jamarcus Hardrick, who was lost early in the season. They get Keon Schaefer-Baker.
It's unfortunate that Ouellette was not healthy enough to come in and play. I was looking forward to seeing him get in this game. Of course, spent some time with the Argos last season, made some big plays. Second and 6 on the Toronto 46. Here's the snap. Harris is back. He's going to go to the right side again. Reception. And out of bounds. First down, Roughriders.
With a shoulder injury. Back in the lineup and gets his first touch of this night.
Yeah, in our conversation with Trevor Harris, he talked about all the
good catch there.
Offense. He said, no matter
Baker
what,
picking up 10 yards
blitz pickup and,
for the first.
Coming back and what he's been
Harris looks
watching
good.
from the sideline.
Throwing the ball
Shea
well.
Patterson was playing, and he said, our offense has an answer no matter what the defense does. It's just a matter of finding that answer. He's starting this game 3 for 3.
Trevor Harris,
Dallas, this week they will. They're going to hand it off. This one, they're going to run it up the middle again. They're kind of going pass handoff, pass handoff. Not a lot picked up here.
Maybe 2 yards.
Just over the line of scrimmage, so picking up 1 yard.
Game back from injury, and he's making an impact. Got a sack in their last game against Calgary. Jones will play at middle linebacker. Went McManus not
all right, Duke, take care.
To return to the lineup, and Royce Metier is leading the team in tackles. And
Saskatchewan coming to the line.
Think about it, it's 2 reasons you lead the
Thank
team
you
in
for hitting that
tackles
like
as a
button.
safety.
Jonathan,
One
what's
is
going
that
on?
you
Welcome
pick
in.
on, or the other is you're getting down to the box and making an
Here's
impact.
the snap, looking to
It's
pass. Harris
called
back.
for him.
Again, going deep, a little too deep.
Quickly, Sean Bain
Doesn't complete that one.
McFadden
So it's going to be 3rd and 9. They'll be forced to kick it away.
Coming up now for Saskatchewan.
No, but a
Now Jerry and
first
Grant
drive
will
on
get
the
another
road.
opportunity.
Get down the field, complete 3 passes.
Let's
in a
see
row.
what he
Nice
can do. Jerry
corner
and Grant has been an
over there to
absolute
Myers,
beast.
and
Mr. Scotty,
line up
welcome
for
in.
field goal, and Brett Lowther
Go
now
Riders.
has a chance to exercise some demons early in this one.
Let's see what those Riders can do. Mr. Wolf, hello there. Welcome to the show.
He missed from 48 and would have tied the
Oh,
game.
and they're going to go for a field goal. They're not going to punt it away. So 43-yard attempt, they're going for it. This should be within range. It's up. It's going right. Does it stay? Yes, it does. Ooh, that was a close call. That was a close call there, Jonathan. The kick was up. It was going right. It was going right. It straightened out and just made it through. I got pulled over. Nice, Mr. Wolf. What are you playing? What game are you got going on? Talking about games, we have a big game stream coming up on our gaming channel next week. Next week, Star Wars coming out. New Star Wars open world game coming out. We will have it 3 days before its official release, and we will be streaming it over on the gaming channel. So if you're a Star Wars fan or just a gaming fan, come on over and check it out, the Samwelb B12 gaming experience. Yeah, Jonathan, I think it's gonna be pretty good. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited for it. Yeah, we bought the gold edition because I'm ridiculous, and I gotta get it that couple of days early to check it out. So you can find our gaming channel. If you go to our main YouTube page and scroll down, you'll see a link there. You can link over and find the gaming channel. B Disney, hello there. Good to see ya. Can't we just play Duck Hunt? Dallas, are you allowed to play Duck Hunt these days anymore? Isn't it offending somebody? The ducks have feelings, you know. But no, I'm excited. Star Wars Outlaws is going to be a great game. All right, we are coming back from commercial break. Let's see how the Argos recover after the Riders taking a 3-0 lead.
So we want to see
Almost
him
all
be more
my
consistent, not just
our
what he play on the field.
Saskatchewan.
Remember, we're
That's
trying to
okay,
see
B Disney.
how
We
he's
can
gonna
still be
respond
friends.
After the 4 interception performance in the East Final, but more
Whoever
specifically,
wants to
how
kill
he
a
treats his
dog.
teammates and how
That's
he
right,
treats his
Dallas.
staff.
I forgot about the dog.
Consistency is going to be the key for Chad Kelly, Rod.
And that's an evaluation, Matthew, that goes beyond whatever.
All right,
happens
Kelly
tonight.
back
However,
behind the
he
realm.
plays, and he knows that.
First
Taking
one is
the
going to
handoff
throw, and
and throwing
again, a
that
little
one.
miscommunication here. Cutting across, Kelly's going to throw that one away.
Well, yeah, and if you missed
It'll
the
be
pregame
second and
show
10
that
Argonauts.
Chad Kelly, as part of his reinstatement, had
Oh,
to
kick that
sign
dog,
a
right,
last
kick
chance
that
clause,
dog.
and he has done that. So from now on, moving forward, and he mentioned to us this week that he will continue to do some counseling.
All right, let's see what Kelly
to
breaks
stay on
out here.
track and
Second
make
and
sure
10.
he
He's got to
is
settle
bettering
down a little
himself.
bit.
But he will be judged moving forward by his actions.
Roadblocks.
It's a
Gotta
second
love the
and 10
roadblocks.
from the
Kelly back.
40.
He's going to run. He's
steps
looking. He's
up.
looking. He's
And
going
throwing
downfield.
deeper
Long
down the
pass.
right, but it's the
Again,
Saskatchewan
nowhere
mix, which
near
that time
the intended
for the
target
Argos
for
is they
Sindani.
will be forced to punt it away.
That's
Closest
going to
receiver,
go
Richie Sindani.
out. It's going to be 2 and out. Toronto, they're
Well,
going to
you
kick
know,
this
and-
one away.
and he's facing a very good defense tonight.
So
as
good
far as
play
on
call. He
field,
looks
Chad Kelly's
downfield.
gotta face
Sindani was
this
breaking
Saskatchewan
free.
defense
But that one
I
just
mentioned
kinda
leads in
sailed on
takeaway,
Kelly.
giveaway category at
Goes out of
plus
bounds. So
14.
Saskatchewan going to get the ball back real
Defense
quick
that
here.
has played very well both
Toronto's
against the
defense
run,
gets a
but
short
for one
rest.
game.
This is exactly what we
Edmonton.
talked about earlier. You don't
But
want
beyond
too
that,
many of
this
these
defense
situations.
has been rock solid all year.
You don't want to keep your defense on the field.
Up against Trey Ford
for a
and
long
also
time.
Javon Lake too with the Elks. Great at Mosaic a few weeks ago.
I can never say his name. The Argos going to punt it away. Saskatchewan on the receiving end. They're going to run it up the near side of the field, picking up a few yards and then taken down.
Trevor Harris about to come back on. He and the Riders leading it by
Let's
3
see what the
early
Riders
at
can
People
do with
Toronto.
6:16 left to go in the first quarter. Saskatchewan up 3-0. They're going to get the ball again with some pretty decent field position. B Disney, I have never been to Saskatchewan, and I hate to say it. I've been around Ontario a little bit, and I've been to Montreal. I've never been far out east, and I've never been cross country to the west. I've always said I'd love to do a cross country trip. I know, there's the train that goes cross country. I'd love to do that sometime. But yeah, never actually been out west before. But it's on the list. Got to make some stops in Calgary. What I'd really love to do, and I know Saskatchewan doesn't have a hockey team. I know it's a little bit of a sore subject, but I'd love to do a hockey tour, right? Hit up Winnipeg, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver. Of course, have to go through Saskatchewan. I think that would be a lot of fun one day. Of course, on the flip side, Ottawa, Montreal, hit all the Canadian teams. That would be a fun trip. Except, the problem traveling across Canada in the winter. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah, Thomas, could be another field goal. Certainly could be. Took the Greyhound from Toronto to BC. Try the Greyhound. Nice. How long did that take? The bus is pretty long. Is longer than the train. But how long did it take to hound it across? If you recall. Been cross-country driving a few times. Got to see the sunset on the highway through the... Oh, that's so cool. Banff is called... Yeah, Banff is one of those spots. Only 3.5 days. Oh, well, I thought it was longer.
He
That's
loves
not
this
too bad.
offense. On the same page
Yeah, Banff
with
would be sweet.
Coach Mueller and
All right, here's Harris back with it.
Throwing
Quick
here on
throw,
first
gonna
down
pick up
to
about
Samuel
4.
Ebeles. A shorter route picks up about 4 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I think that would be real nice. Same thing. I gotta get
nice
out
receiving
east.
core to work with Keon Schaefer, Baker,
PEI,
Ebeles is their leader.
Nova
I mean, a guy
Scotia.
who 76
Go
targets
hit up around
so far
there.
at the halfway point.
Yeah,
They'll
it's
lean
such
on
a
him.
shame
Sean
with
Green,
Jasper.
of course, in the core, and then Schaefer
Takes
Baker,
lots
who
of money
can
if you go.
take a
Yeah,
bubble
right.
screen, 30 in a heartbeat, but also can blow the top
All right, here
off
we
the
go.
defense, too.
Second and 6. What does Trevor Harris have?
Pick up a 4. Second
Can the
and 6.
defense
The
hold
Rider
them?
45
Harris going to throw it to the line of scrimmage. They don't get over. Argos with the tackle. This is going to be close.
This will be a 3rd and short by the looks of things.
They are going to spot it short.
A foot shy as he gets it up across the 50.
Oh, really, Jonathan? I didn't know you were out that way.
Big folks coming in now.
Cool.
In a short yardage situation.
So 3rd and 1. They're going to sneak this one across.
Before Harris got hurt and back in again.
Saskatchewan with the game plan.
He started 6 games. 1-2, lost 3, had the tie.
Just about a yard, maybe a little short.
In Ottawa a couple of weeks ago.
A little less than a yard.
Bright future, really does. I think he progressed very well as the game.
The Riders going to try and sneak this across. Argo's going to go for the stop. Here it comes. They're going to go wide, and they're going to get it and more up to midfield. Nice play here.
Nearly a disaster in that 3rd and short.
Patterson snaps it, kind of fumbles, but he ends up going to the right, curving around the pile in the middle, slides across the line, and more, picking up 4 yards. Nice little job there, Shea Patterson, the short yardage QB coming in to get that job done.
Threw for 306 yards against the Elks, and it's the Red.
All right, Harris back at it, 1st and 10 now.
By 1 yard.
The Saskatchewan 54, so didn't quite get to midfield.
They're deeper at quarterback with the experience that Patterson's had. So Frankie Hickson.
This time they're going to run. Saskatchewan running, going to pick up 10, 11, 12. Almost 15 yards on the carry.
Takes him down. What a run.
Big run here for Saskatchewan.
After contact and get it down near the 40.
Rod, you mentioned Montreal.
Great running there by
Hickson.
Hickson.
Played against the
LOS, yes, Toronto to Vancouver and back.
Defense.
7 times.
And he had
7 days, 1 way on average. Okay.
So,
7 days because you gotta make your stops and sleep and stuff. You can't drive 24 hours unless you're rotating. But I bet once you get out west, some of those roads you probably don't want to drive at night. Hickson 4 carries, 25 yards already. Harris back the snap. Another completion for Harris.
Keyshawn Johnson with his first catch of this game, and Johnson has it down inside.
So 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Saskatchewan is rolling right now.
Just a steady hand too, though. When you see.
Again, welcome in everybody. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you tap that thumbs up button for us. And of course, hit that subscribe. If you haven't already shared out the stream, now's as good a time as any. Hit that share button. Let your social circles know. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, Reddit, whatever you use. Let your circles know. Hey, come out and enjoy some football.
Zoom calls, little chat with him a couple of days before the game.
Harris takes the snap. Going to his secondary target across the middle. It's a big-time completion down to the 10-yard line in the red zone. Wow. Harris looked to his primary. No pass was there. He then looks across the middle in a great target. What a route run here.
He's caught a corner now in a short corner route.
Myers just finds an opening, a seam, cuts through the middle, picks it up, makes the reception, and more. Wow.
Had a chance at it. Mark Milton
52 yards now for Myers.
And with that, the Riders in business. They got it down to the 13.
Here's the snap, faking the handoff. Harris looking over the top to the end zone. Touchdown, Riders.
Keyshawn Johnson. And what an impressive drive being capped off right there with Harris.
Wow. Touchdown, Riders.
This one you got to give
my
some
touchdown
credit to
video
the
didn't work.
up front from that Saskatchewan O-line.
I know why. Because I moved it.
Go through his progressions. He looks left. He reads the field. He's trying to look off any possible safety help on that deep crossing route, and he hits Keyshawn Johnson.
Let's see where I moved this video to.
Yep.
So far, 8 for 9, 98 yards now in that touchdown pass to Johnson for his 2nd touchdown of the season. So there's Brett Lother on for the point after with Adam Korsak to put it down. Up and through. So Lother is the field goal, and he is the point after that Keyshawn Johnson touchdown. Trevor Harris.
All right, they're going to take commercial break. 1 second. All right, touchdown, 10-0 Saskatchewan. Wow. Wow, that was not what we called for. All right, let's see if it's working. There it is. Touchdown! There we go. We got the little touchdown video going. I got to move that, though. Let's put that over here. Wow, big time touchdown. Let's see how the Argos are going to bounce back. JDA coming in. What's up, brother? Welcome in, Super Sam, Super JDA. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're able to find a little bit of rest. Sheila, how's it going? Welcome in. Go Riders, go Riders. Picking up a major, the first major of the game. 10-0. Riders finding their groove. Unbelievable. I did not anticipate seeing the Riders come out this strong. They are taking it to those Argos now. Big catch after a nice toss. Touchdown, Riders. That was huge. That was huge. And a good start here out of the gate. What a first quarter Trevor Harris is having. 8 for 9, 98 yards, and the TD. That is phenomenal. It was Keyshawn Johnson picking up that TD. Oh, part is still there. All right, well, keep doing what you got to do, my friend. Keep doing what you got to do. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Huge drive. They were just marching right downfield. So impressive. The Argonauts defense just could not find a way to stop this Rider team. Harris mixing it up. Good runs. Of course, Hickson, just unbelievable. This Rider team,
69 yards over 4 minutes.
just incredible.
Injured in the second half in week 3.
Stella isn't the
All
only
that
one who
time
found her
away for
groove
Trevor
thing.
Harris,
Right now
and
it
he's
is
hit the
Trevor
ground
Harris and
running,
these
hasn't he?
Riders.
I mean, the game he had last week.
All right,
against the
let's see.
Alouettes, and then the way this one
What are
has
the
started,
Argos
8
gonna
for
do?
9. So a 10-0 lead Riders. Back to Janarian Grant.
Here
inside
comes
the 10.
Grant. Grant cutting. He's got some blocks and he runs into a pile. Oh, big hair pull and Grant goes
We
down.
talked about this before.
Jerry and Grant turns to cut back to the far side of the field,
Gets him by the
but
hair.
Saskatchewan
That
gets a
happened before in
handful
a
of
game in
hair and
Hamilton
just
as
pulls
well.
them down.
It's
You hate to see that happen, but when you wear your hair long like that, the hair is considered part of the uniform.
You know, the only,
And I
the
hate
only
that
thing
call.
I'd wonder
Because
about,
that's
and this
not a
is,
legit
it's
tackle
legal,
in my
the
mind.
players that have
You
hit the
shouldn't
hair
be
hanging
able
out
to
like
pull
that,
the
they
hair
know
like
it's
that.
legal.
But hey,
It's
if
happened
your hair
before,
is
as you
long and
mentioned,
it's out like that,
the only thing I would say,
it's
though,
fair
is
game.
if it's back there, shouldn't they discuss it as far as a horse
Didn't like
collar
that.
type tackle? I mean, whether it's
All right,
from
here we go.
behind.
Handoff. Kadeem
Argo
Carey,
ball
he
on
gets
the
hit at the
toss
line of
left.
scrimmage.
Kadeem Carey
He's going to pick
and
up about 2 or 3 yards here.
Thurman, their great middle linebacker coming in to
Argos got to
take
get
down
going a little bit
an
more.
ex-teammate, Kadeem
Do we need
Carey.
to suit up for the Argos?
And that's not a
Jordan, I'd
criticism
love
of the
to.
league,
I think
because
we
that's
got to
the
go in
rule
there and get her
everyone knows
done.
it. So you have your hair like that, it's going to happen.
But I need
this
some
is
good
a
blocking
great
because, you know,
look
with,
at
with my neck
middle
and my
linebacker
shoulder, one
Jameer
hit and
Thurman that's just
I'm
gonna fly
done.
to the football, get around the block, scrape to it.
Got to get these guys going. Got to get the Argos
Tackling
playing.
team.
The pickle man making his way on the field. That's what we really need, JDA. We need the pickle man on the field. Whistles before the snap. We got a couple flags down on the play.
Toronto number 62, 5-yard penalty.
That's going to be Hunter.
Will
Legal
replay
procedure.
second down.
It's announced by Andre Prue. That's the left guard, Ryan Hunter, who gets flagged for procedure.
So this is going to back up a
First
few
game
yards.
back for Chad Kelly, and
2nd and 12 now.
missing half
Kelly's
the
got to
season,
get
not
things
practicing with the
going.
team, and having the offensive line not hear how
You know, we knew there'd be
he
some rust.
calls
We
the
knew
signal.
it would take him a little bit of time to get
I
back
mean,
in the
that
swing of
voice
things.
inflection is
As
different
much as you
than
throw
they've
the
had
ball
for
on a
half the year.
practice field, it's nothing like being in the real deal.
2nd and 12.
Kelly
The
back.
penalty.
Here comes the
Kelly
rush.
has
He's going to
time
throw
off
this,
to the
looking for the
left.
first down.
And it is caught.
It's
Shy of a first
caught.
down. Coming back to the ball is DeMonte Coxey.
Coxey makes
He
the
had gone
catch, but he had to
right
come
about the
back
first down marker and was coming
past
back
the
to
first
it.
down
They'll
marker.
spot
So
it
it's
about
going to be
a
3rd
yard
and 1. So
shy,
the Argos,
but it is
they
deep in
should
their
be able to
zone,
sneak this
and
one across.
Looks like the punting unit, yes, Liram Hiralau is coming on. They will punt this football away.
Wow, they're not going to
We've
risk
got
it.
two
They're going to
great
punt it
returners in
away.
this game. I know you've already mentioned
Damn,
it,
your
but
play calling
Janarian
predictions
Grant,
have
we've
been
already
off
talked
the mark
about,
today.
Mario Alford.
Gordon, hello there. Welcome in.
This could be
Happy
the
Thursday.
difference makers in these games. These two guys.
Happy week at 12. I can't believe we're at week 12 already. Hiralahu going to kick this one away. It was 3rd and 1. The Argos not going to try and sneak it across. They're going to punt it away. Saskatchewan going to receive at their own 35. And they're going to move this up to the 40. 40 trying to cut to the 45 to the 50 and taken out of bounds. Probably about the 48. And that's going to do it. Quarter number 1. has
tonight,
come
and
to an
with
end, and
that,
it's been
overtime
all
and a good first 15.
Saskatchewan. All Saskatchewan in this first quarter here in Toronto. BMO Field on a beautiful evening, dusk, as the sun is going down. Fans seeing quite a game. Chad Kelly's return, not performing so well right now. 5 for 8, only 43 yards. Trevor Harris in the first quarter going 8 for 9, 98 yards. Hickson, 4 carries, 25 yards. Kadeem Carey, 2 carries for 8 yards. Receiving has been lighting it up for the Roughriders. Myers, 2 receptions, 52 yards. Keyshawn Johnson, 2 receptions, 18 yards and a TD. Emilus, 3 receptions for 18 yards. Baker, 1 for 10. For Toronto, Polk goes 1 for 18. Coxey, 1 for 11. Sindani, 1 for 8. Unger goes 1 for 7. And McMahon, 1 for -1 yards. So Toronto's got to get the mojo going in. They got to get it working. But not only does Kelly have to get the offense sparked up, get the all-spark going, the defense has to find a way to stop Chad Kelly and these Roughriders. The Argos going to find themselves in even more trouble. It's Grey Cup by Eaton Center. It's Grey up by Eaton Center. No dusk here. Isn't that funny, Jonathan? How depending on where you are in the city, everybody gets different skylines, different skylights. Eurysis, welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in. And thanks for joining us. Welcome in, everybody, if you're just popping in. Welcome to week 12 of the Canadian Football League. The Argos and Roughriders kicking off this weekend of CFL action.
Minutes are in the books, and it's Saskatchewan with a 10-point lead over the Toronto Argonauts. Still, as you can see on offense, a work in progress, but you can't say that about Trevor Harris, dude. No. So my goodness.
Trevor Harris has just been amazing. Time of possession, 9-10 for the Riders, 5:50 for the Argonauts. And yes, now that I see the skyline over the CNE, looks like the sun is down. They got a bunch of blue, gray, all the evening sky colors showing up there as it's certainly dark and cloudy now above BMO Field. Andrew, hello there. Welcome in. Good to see you. Let's go Argos.
Start since the injury. Chad Kelly, his first game action
the
since
Saskatchewan
November in the Eastern Final.
Let's see where they're going to go here.
And they look a little out of sync.
Yeah, they do. 1st and 10. Riders at their 48.
There's the snap.
Harris.
Looking Harris again. Going to throw a sideline pattern. That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Sailing out of bounds.
2nd and 10.
Well, that one he had people at his legs, so we'll give him that one. But this is a completion percentage in CFL.
Toronto's your favorite CFL team? Well, I agree with you. Toronto is my favorite team as well. I certainly have a sweet spot in the old ticker for the Argonauts. They are my favorite team. I am a little bit of a homer, though. I love all my Toronto teams, except for the Blue Jays. We're not talking right now. We're on a break.
All 3 of them on that board.
2nd and 10, Riders. Back to passes Harris. Looking. Pumps once, pumps twice, throwing it, and it's knocked down incomplete. Good job, Argos defense. That's what they needed to do. They get a stop, and they're going to kick this one away. Argos get the ball back. Willow, how's it going? Argos. Good D here, good coverage. Coming up and knocking that ball down. Franklin running up. Nice play. Grant back to receive again.
Grant, 3 punt return touchdowns this season. A kickoff return touchdown as well. 4 return TDs.
Let's see where they're going to go. Argos down 10-0. Not a great kick. Kind of swivel. That's going to bounce out of bounds about the 30-yard line or so. So the Argos will get some good field position here. And Saskatchewan did not get a good kickoff.
That's Roland Milligan shaking off something on the special teams. He's been dynamite on the teams.
Yeah, I got you, Andrew. Have a really good night. Have fun.
But how about what he's
wherever you're going?
Just taking the football away, leading the team.
So let's see what the Argos can do now.
Leading the team.
That wise, it's starting to look pretty even.
Teams tackles. So he's got to cover the kicks and then go play defense, leading in interceptions with 6, and on a record pace for knockdowns
Or
in
not.
the season.
That's just amazing. What a year he is having so far.
Here's a
halfway
snap.
through
Gonna
it.
come run up the middle.
And you see
Cannot
him look
cross
like
the
he
line
was
of
squinting
scrimmage.
or
The
something's
Saskatchewan
going on with his
defense.
eye there. Let's have a look at what
Just a
happened to
good
Roland
stop.
Milligan.
Something's going on in the Saskatchewan
Let's take a look.
sideline.
Yeah, no, I got poked in
Oh,
the
there was
eye.
a little bit of a face mask
And
on the
he got-
Saskatchewan player. He might have
with
gotten
the
poked
other
in the eye.
Continues to cover. Kick.
Still heading down there, and then it was 0-1-0. It's
So
actually
Milligan,
Blackburn, the
he's
rookie
kind
for
of
the
he's
Argos.
got one of these kind of one eye
Roland
squints
Milligan
going
in the
on. I
eye,
think
still
the fingers through the
squinting.
face mask got
Right
him.
eye now. 2nd and 11.
Kelly is back. Look out, he's in trouble. He's going to run out to the far side. Still running. He's got nobody. Now he sees somebody throwing it downfield. Oh, big hit. The Argos going up. Pope going up to try and catch that one. He gets hit hard out of the air, and he went down. He's on all fours right now, kind of holding the side of the helmet in the neck area. He took a good pop.
And you saw this one coming with
So the Argos trying to make something out of nothing. Pope going up. Sees the hit coming. The Saskatchewan player kind of launching himself like a rocket
He gets cut down.
into Poke, and that hurts.
One thing for receivers.
You got
they
one
have to
shoulder
reach
and
out
one
to the
helmet
net.
on
They know
helmet
someone
collision
bearing
there.
down.
So not
Pretty
only
tough
do you
thing
get
to
one guy nailing
catch
you,
up
you get
football,
two.
but Polk not able to hang on and really pays the price field coming in. And
He's
good
got
to
the
see him
bucket
up
off.
and
He's going to
jogging
make his way
to
off the
Argos
field
sideline.
on his own. So
Everybody,
good, solid
including
defense
the
here
guys
by the
who hit him,
Riders.
DeMarcus Fields and CJ Reeves.
3rd and 11 at the
Happy
Toronto
that he got
28.
up.
They got to
He'll
kick
be
this
okay.
one off. So both teams now having to exchange some kicks.
Weird game that way in a lot of ways, Rod. You want to hit him as hard as you
He can hear
possibly
the bells
can.
ringing
Make
from
sure
Otto.
he feels it, and yet
Oh, yeah.
hope he doesn't get
He
hurt.
can hear the
How many
bells.
times
He
in
can
an
see the
old veteran
stars. You know,
safety's
that one
career
hurts.
Would you see someone coming over the middle?
All right,
and
here,
reaching high?
Hilaru
Natural instinct,
going to kick
27.
this one
Hit him
away.
as hard as you possibly can, so they feel it as much as you possibly can.
And
but
he
you don't
kicks
want
this
anyone
one over to the far
The game is
side.
played. The punt by Haralahu.
So this is going to
That's
pick up
taken by
Saskatchewan.
Murray Walford after a punt of
Going to pick up a
45
couple of yards
and Alford
before
just
running out
heading
of
up
bounds.
at the Argos sideline. Back comes Trevor Harris, Saskatchewan.
It'll be commercial break. Saskatchewan up 10-0. The Argos thought they had an answer. They got a quick 2 and out, but they could not do anything on their own. So the question is, how much of a leash does Chad Kelly have tonight in his return? If Kelly cannot get this offense going, at what point do the Argos make some kind of a change? We'll have to wait and see. James, how's it going? Welcome in. The Riders with the lead. Yes, they are. Jeff, hello there. Go Saskatchewan. Riders are playing really, really well. Really well right now. Cashed out on the Argos. Took Saskatchewan to win now. Jonathan's like, yep, I don't like what I'm seeing. We're changing this bet around. I tell you, this would blow my Eastern Conference Week 12 streak if Toronto can't get it done in the first game of the weekend. But Saskatchewan, boy, oh boy, they have really found their groove right now. They are playing really good. Super impressed with Harris. Harris is getting the job done. He's the right play calls, getting some long passes in, some smart passes. They're running the ball well. Boy, Saskatchewan has found it. You know, it's amazing that they've lost. You know, in their last 4, they've been 0-3-1, so 3 losses and a tie. And the way they're playing right now, can't believe they haven't been able to win. But they got it going, and they have a bunch of injuries too. So Toronto just needs to wake up. They really do. They just got to wake up and get in it. In it to win it, as they say. Saskatchewan really just lost the last game to the field goal kicker. Couldn't hit 4 field goals. Yeah, and that makes a big difference. Right, Jonathan? If you can't hit a field goal, you know, that hurts. Now, there was also, you know, that Montreal TD, which was questionable, you know, potentially stepping out of bounds, but the TD wouldn't have mattered. You miss 4 field goals, that's trouble. Yeah, James, much better for the Riders.
Hold off on that.
Much better. Let's see what they got here. Harris
Or 2.
back on the field. He's going to hand off this first one. They're going to pound it up the middle again. First down running.
No, he hasn't.
Holy smokes,
Nice
he's
run
running well so
again.
far, and this one looks like it'll be close to a first down for the Riders on that.
It should be really close. He was right at the line. They're going to give him a bad spot. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Take this real simple play, simple handoff right
Great
to the
play. Great running
A
right
or
now.
B. It's actually up to Frankie Hickson. He
Hickson
picks it.
again.
That
I mean,
was the
Hickson,
jump cut, the first
he's
one,
just
picked it
finding the
up.
holes. He's just juking and
With the
jiving,
gap
getting
he wanted
through
to
there.
hit. He ended up
Like we
sliding
said,
back
the
to
running game, if you
weak
can
side
get the
A
running
gap
game
between
going,
the
it
center
will
and
open
guard
up your
on the
passing
weak
game.
side of
That's
the formation.
exactly
Frankie
what's
Hickson in
happening.
his third year at a Liberty. The
Here's the
chances in
snap. He's
match
going to hand it off again. This
for the
time
future running back
goes
inside.
nowhere. Stopped
Jamal Morrow, and now
just
AJ
by the line of scrimmage.
Hickson that time is going nowhere, and that was
Third
on
down.
second down and just inches.
Be third
down
and
coming up. They
third
still have
and
about
one.
6
Third and
inches to go.
inches.
Sopik
As the Argos
stepped
with a
up and
nice
read the
stop
play.
there. Sopik. Sopik gets up. He's got the grass stuck in his helmet. He really went all out with that tackle.
Blocked
Gets a face full of dirt. Love it.
right at the point of attack. I mean,
This is going to be
Couple
super
forward
close.
receivers,
Lead
one
with the
being
shoulder,
Nicholas, who
follow with
went
the
by
hands,
Sopik.
wrap up the leg so you can't go anywhere.
So, yeah,
Textbook
third and
tackle
still
there
a
from
couple of inches.
the
Look at
Argos.
that. Natural grass surface.
So it's going to be
Great
third and
shot.
inches. They're
Great
going
Sopik
for it.
helmet.
They're stacking the line.
There with the mask
There it
on
comes. They're
third
going to go to the
down.
right again, and they're going to
This
cross it.
receiver's left, and he does have enough in that short yardage situation to
So this is
pick
going to
up
be
the first
Patterson
down closer to
again coming in
midfield.
for that short
Well,
yardage
it's the
play,
second time that
picking up
he's
another
not
couple of
just
yards.
gone forward, especially
First down,
in short
Riders.
yardage where you only need a few inches. I mean, he is a couple of times now gone along the line of scrimmage.
That's a good move.
Got away with it, even
Not
though he
going
stumbled
straight
on the first
across.
one. That one
When
clearly
they
got
hike
first
the
down,
ball
but
back,
that's
he's
a little
actually
risky
kind of delaying and
sometimes
then
in
running
short
to the
yardage
right a
unless
little bit
you're
to go to the
1.5
far side of the
yards
field
away.
instead of
Couple of weeks
trying
ago,
to
Darius
pile
Beckett
through.
fired in on the
Yeah,
third short
yeah,
and got him.
Catch him in the backfield.
That's
First
good
and
call,
10,
Jonathan, right?
up
It's
there
all
midfield.
about the finish.
Trevor Harris.
And here's Harris going high in the sky, and this is received
It's a Joe,
and taken down. What a catch.
There, and first catch for the rookie, a Joe.
A Joe with a
And a
beautiful
big first down
catch.
for the Riders.
Yeah,
And a
blitz
nice
coming
toss
against
again
Trevor
from Harris. That
here.
puts him up
He's
to
gonna come off the edge,
121
and
yards.
Harris
A
realizes
Joe,
that he can't block the ball,
23-yard
so he's gotta get
reception.
out of there. He's got a
Oof.
corner route for a Joe. A Joe who's
You
back in
can't
the
give
lineup.
Harris
This
that
last
much
week was
time.
down due to a finger injury. And how about dropping that in the bucket?
This
He certainly
Saskatchewan
did.
offense is
Trevor
picking the
Harrison through,
Argos
Joe's
defense apart.
First touchdown catch. That was back in week 3 before Harris got
My
hurt.
goodness.
All smiles.
Here they
Back
go
to the
again
bench
from the
for
Toronto
10
34.
Little toss
It's a little
inside.
toss.
On that
They're going to
sweep
run.
for
Can't get
MLS,
back to the line of
nicely
scrimmage.
to
Loss of a
Milton.
yard.
They take him down at
MLS
the
couldn't
35.
cut
Looks like it
through.
might even be a loss of
That's going to be
a couple of
second
feet
and
for the
11. Ben, hello there. Good evening. Welcome in.
Deep block for Frankie Hickson.
The Riders really got it going on.
Miss on the first. I think it was Amos.
Super impressed with this Rider team right now. They're just eating up the Argos.
Get involved in the run support from the defensive backfield.
And if you're just coming in and joining us, welcome. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for us. Thank you to everybody who's hit that subscribe button tonight. If you haven't and you consider it, hit that subscribe and help us out. Harris, he's going to have to throw this one away as the Argos came up there real quick.
And a third down and 11 is coming
He's
up
going to
here
get
for
taken
Saskatchewan.
down. So 3rd and 11 from the Toronto 35. Probably going to go for another field goal here. Would put it to what,
Ralph Hawley that
46?
gets
Is
there.
that
This time he's gonna line up
We'll see.
outside the tackle and then work on the guard.
so? Not much room for Harris to
Logan
throw. The
Furlan,
Argos collapsed
just
the
a
pocket
straight
real
bull
quick.
rush right into Trevor Harris.
So Brett Lowther made it from 43 yards earlier today. He's got another 43-yard attempt here. This one is up. It's going right again, but it holds. And that's going to be 13-0. Riders, the Sea of Green invading BMO Field. They're going to go to commercial break. 8:48 to go in the first half. It's all Riders. Good night, Munchie. Hello there. Welcome in. Welcome to the Rider Show. The Riders are getting rough with these Argonauts. My goodness gracious. Toronto, wake up. Wow. But listen, what a job. Trevor Harris, 10 for 14. Hickson, 6 carries for 35 yards. Myers, 2 receptions, 52 yards. Adjo, 23-yard reception. Boy, they're playing well. The Argos, Kelly's struggling. 5 for 9, only 43 yards right now. Kadeem Carey, only 2 carries for 8 yards. The Argos offense is sputtered. The defense is exhausted. Right now, it's all green all day. If we pull up and we look at these stats, 11 first downs for Saskatchewan. Only 2 for Toronto. Come on. Time of possession, 13:40 for Saskatchewan. 7.5 minutes for the Argonauts. The Argos just can't get it. On CFL, 13-0 can be overcome. Maybe you agree with this. Kelly is maybe still messed. Yeah, Jonathan, there's definitely something going on. I don't think he's still kind of not right. He's had, he's done what he's had to do to prepare, right, and get ready for this game. I expected to see some rust for sure. Definitely expected to see some rust. I did not expect to see this much rust. I did not expect Kelly to not be able to get anything going. I'm about ready. I think if this goes to halftime and your offense has had nothing going, I think you got to come back in the second half with Cameron Dukes. You got to bring Dukes. You got to make a change. Give Kelly his chance if he can't get it going.
Leadership legacy he's left.
Maybe you got to make a subtle change.
I can't imagine anything better, but obviously a close connection to Ryan Dinwiddie, and on that 3rd and 2 to start the game, when Mason and the Roughriders made it, he was playfully jousting with Ryan Dinwiddie.
Nice playful rivalry between those two friends and rival head coaches Matthew and David Unger for Ryan Dinwiddie's Argos has the catch and the first down Toronto.
Well, he's taken his defensive strategy and his approach, and he's applied it to the Saskatchewan Roughriders defense, a defense that leads in sacks.
Well, first down Argos, it's about time.
Ryan Dinwiddie holding court with the 2 coaches for the Riders.
I was going to say, that's not just a Toronto connection, that's a Calgary connection.
Absolutely,
right there.
Absolutely. But, his defense now leads the team leads the league in interceptions as well.
Play action fake, and the Riders were really biting on that run. It gave Chad Kelly a ton of time to wait, and a short pass there to Kateen Carey on first down.
Chad Kelly, and that's the
So
great thing about
starting to get it
football
going.
is
Second
the
down
chess
now.
match
Let's see.
that if it
2nd and
comes
6.
Trying to figure out
Kelly
what the
finally
next
able to get a
move is, and it
completion.
looks like the Argos got a little bit of offense going, and Roland Milligan.
They do have a lot of good receivers for sure.
Milligan, who had 2 interceptions against the Argos.
All right, 2nd and 6. Toronto needs a first down now. They've only had 2 all game. They got to get something going here.
It's Nelson Lacombo, the safety.
Back. Lots of time for Harris all day, and here comes the rush. And he scrambles, throwing it away.
And it's off the fingertips of DeMonte Coatsy.
Coatsy can't come up with it. My goodness.
Sales.
And Toronto's going to have to kick this one away again.
Kelly
Kelly had all day sitting there in the pocket, waiting. And finally, the rush comes through, and he quickly has to throw it away. Tried to feed it to Coxey, and he had it in the hands, just couldn't hold on to the ball as Salas was there to take him down.
Corey Mason's defense stands strong.
Wow.
Chad Kelly and the Argos. So
they're 3rd and 6 for the Argos right now.
In this first half, we're halfway through the second quarter. The Argos send the ball the Riders' way, trailing by 13 points. Mario Alford is back for this one. So too is Sean Bain. It heads Alford's way from here. Iralahu, and
where's this one, Mark?
Well, if it's outside the 15, it's not quite. It's at the 14,
so it's going to be the
no
14-yard line.
After only a 32-yard punt, but
wow.
trying to pin them in deep.
Let's see what Saskatchewan, can they score again with 7:12 left to go in the first half? The Argos in trouble, 13-0. Will Saskatchewan put more on the board here, trying to close out the first half? And as Jonathan mentioned earlier, I think it was you, Jonathan, the Riders have had trouble closing out games over the last little while. They've had some close calls, but it's got to be the finish. You got to get the finish. You got to find a way of holding on to your lead. Well, they've given themselves quite a nice cushion right now. And my weekend picks are going to be busted here in week 1. I'm shocked. I'm flabbergasted. I can't believe 13-0 Saskatchewan. Wow. I mean, if this was the first couple weeks of the season, I would say, heck yeah, they were the best in the West. And they're still up there. Saskatchewan and BC, definitely the top two teams in the West, but they've struggled as of late. And the Argos coming off a bye, I expected to see more from them. Wow. That's what I get for putting out a pick video, making my picks public. Sam taking some risks in his picks. I thought this was a safe one. If we take a look, let's see, how are the odds changing? And right now, look at this. My goodness, Toronto plus 320 to come back and win on the money line. If you're a believer, plus 320 for the Argos. Right now, minus 460 on those Riders. Wow. That is wild. Absolutely wild. The way that swing. Before the game started, Argos were minus 120. Rick Ross, how's it going? Welcome in. Best of the West only because of their record. Bomber fan. Are you a Bomber fan? Gonna run this up just over the line of scrimmage. Gonna pick up one or two. Bombers are playing really, really well. They are. That David and Goliath matchup versus Hamilton. Can Hamilton shock the Bombers? All right, let's see. Harris setting it up. 2nd and 8. Coming back. Gonna throw. And again, interception by the Argos. Argos gonna run it. 10. And this is close. And it's ruled no. They're gonna say the ball came out. Almost a pick six. The Argos with the interception. They run it down. And they get taken out. It's going to be 1st and goal, Argonauts. I believe this should be on the 1-yard line. What a turn of events in your dreams. Nice interception. And good call by the official. Out of bounds just before the ball crossed the plane. Amos with a beauty. He got those hands just in the right spot. And so close. Oh, hang on. From this reverse angle, though. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I hate to say it. This should actually be back at like the 2. But they're going to put it at the 1. 1st and 1 Argos. Who's going to punch it in? Cameron Duke's in. He slips. But Cameron Duke's going to run this one in. Touchdown! Cameron Duke's going to bring this one in for the Argonauts. The interception running it down to the 1. Cameron Duke's coming in. He actually slips, but able to roll off his own man into the end zone. The Argos on the board. There you go, Dukesy. They're laughing. They're laughing about it on the sideline. But boy, if Dukes didn't make that one in, that would have been bad. So there it is. 13-7 looks a lot better on the scoreboard than 13-0. The kick is up and is good. So 13-7 Argos. We got a game. Whew. It's not as frightening. Let's see how that changes the odds. And there it is from plus, what did I say it was, 340 down to plus 142. So if you capitalized on that plus 340 while the Argos are still down, that could have been a good time to lock in. Defense of Toronto Chad Kelly are going to take over this game. Rick, I hope so. The Argos defense has certainly struggled in this first half so far. Chris, man, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Of course, they're talking about Amos having that pick 6 against Calgary, and that really kind of got them going in that game as well. So can this fire it up? Can this get this team going? 4th interception of the season for Amos, and he's set up so Cameron Dukes can rush it in. 5:42 to go in the half. Lots of time in this ball game. Argos are set to kick this one away. Of course, Haggerty not in today's game. He's out with injury. So Hilaru playing double duty. Riders going to start to run this one back. They get to about the 28 before they're taken down. This floating camera makes it very difficult to see. Like to pick it up a little bit. Harris coming back on the field after that interception. We'll see what they can do. The Argos have been playing great at home. 13 of 14 games. They've won 9 straight versus the Western Division. So that's pretty good. Dinwiddie, 24-6 as Argos head coach at home. So they're doing really good. And by the way, they're 6-0 after a bye going back to 2022. James says, go Riders. Let's go Riders. Get it going. We got a Riders redemption, which you can put in there at any time. You're earning points. Just being here in the chat, you can do exclamation mark points to see how much you have acquired. And then exclamation mark redeem in either Riders or Argos to bring up a little graphic for that team. RK. So here goes Harris. He's looking to get it going. 2nd and 10 from the Saskatchewan 28. Will that defense spark the offense? Let's get another hold here. Riders. Harris with it. He's going to see a man coming across the middle. Argos take him down. Shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and a couple. 3rd and 2. You know, Rick, I was thinking the same thing. Another interception, but the way Harris threw this ball, he threw it kind of across the middle, but he didn't air it. He didn't kind of lob it in like he has been doing. He put that a lot closer kind of to the chest area for catching range. So Grant comes back. Saskatchewan going to kick this one around. All right, Sheila, you're very welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. Feel free to stick around while you watch on your own. 3rd and 2. They're going to let this clock run down, hoping to get an Argo to jump offside. They don't. They're going to snap it. And the kick goes way to the right side of the field. Again, it's going to take one hop. Grant's going to make that catch. He's got nowhere to go. And he steps out of bounds at about the 34. If I can tell from that camera angle. Void, what's going on? Welcome in. Glad to see you back. And here it is. CFL ranks for the defense. 6 interceptions, pass knockouts, special teams tackles, defensive plays. They're first in everything, second in defensive plays. The Saskatchewan defense. So the Argonauts, after scoring a touchdown, thanks to an interception from their defense. Let's see what they can do in the final 3:16 of this first half, starting from their own 33-yard line. Here's his snap. Look out. He's going to throw this one away. It's caught. Did he get a foot down? Polk with a fantastic catch. Chad Kelly just kind of launched this one. That's going to be a 29-yard reception. He kind of stepped away as the pocket collapsed around him. And Polk, he makes the catch, and he keeps his toe down. Very, very good job on stride to keep that toe stretched out and in. Big pickup to the Saskatchewan 48. Back to Kelly. The rush coming. He's going to throw this over. Nice play. Toronto dancing around. It's going to be first down again. Coxie this time getting involved in the mix. Dancing through. Oh boy, this just got interesting. The 3-minute warning. 3-minute warning. So they're going to step away for a commercial break. Great set of plays here by Kelly. Getting this offense going. Great catch by Polk. Great catch. Great run, I should say, by Coxie. Now they're going 9 for 14. Kelly is over 100 yards passing. Not using Kadeem Carey all that much. He's only had the ball twice, which is a surprise. But 3-minute warning before the half, 13-7, as you can see, is the score. If you're just coming in, welcome to the show. My name is Sam. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for us. And of course, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe. We'd love to have you back for all your CFL action. Plus, we are 1 month away from NHL hockey returning. That's right. Preseason kicks off, actually September 21st, but I think our preseason is going to kick off September 22nd. It's going to be birthday week for us. We got the Argos on the 20th, the Leafs on the 22nd, birthday week. And I'd love for you to come celebrate with us in late September as we get NHL back here on the channel. I am so excited that hockey is coming back. But what a run to the Grey Cup it's going to be. Will these Argos be in the mix? Who are they going to get matched up with? Will they be able to defeat Montreal, who is crushing the league right now? Lots to come in the coming weeks.
Panels coming up at halftime, and I don't know if you caught Milt Stiegel's dance performance with the Argos cheerleaders. It was amazing, to be quite honest. Now he's starving, though, and he can only find some Tiny Tom donuts at the end. And
Do
he's
it.
Tiny Tom donuts, the best.
Stiegel,
Do it.
you said you'd do it. It's for the kids.
Did he actually? Oh my!
Oh,
goodness.
Milt Stiegel, hysterical.
Milt Stiegel.
All right, here we go.
There's your
Argos.
headliner tonight.
Yep.
First and
At
10
X.
from the
Yeah, he
Saskatchewan
wants donuts.
38.
Fried food for
Kelly's
him.
going to look. They're going to run this same pattern again. And it's a great little play. Another first down, Argos.
First down play too as they work it down a little bit closer now.
Under, great
Chance of
move.
Taking the lead late here in the first half.
The same play they just ran with Coxie. A little flip towards the sideline, but a reception curling inside, cutting back through the middle. Who's playing the Alouettes this week, James? It is the Elk. Thomas is saying Montreal's going to lose. No chance they lose to the Elk. I'd be shocked. Back to Kelly, going to throw this one across. Look out! Flag on the play, though. Toronto couldn't come up with a catch. Almost interception. Is this going to be pass interference?
What's that flag all about?
It looked like to me.
Defensive pass interference. Saskatchewan number 0. This will be a 10-yard penalty. An automatic first down.
Can't believe it's happening to this guy.
Not an easy. Why?
As close to perfect as you
It
can
may
be.
be. I think Montreal's going to win.
I think it's kind of like
I still think Toronto's going to pull this one out.
But there is early
I think Hamilton is the wild card.
So not challenge first.
Here they come back again.
Oh, he's coming
Look
and
out.
down
The
goes
rush comes
Kelly.
in. Kelly nowhere to go.
For the first time in this game on that
Sakalaka.
first down play,
He
taken
goes
right
down.
at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Montreal.
CJ
Montreal
Avery
wins.
Excuse me, CJ Rivas on the outside. Avery is
Listen,
back
but
in the
again, it's the
lineup.
CFL. You
Not
never
starting this
know.
game, but in the rotation.
never know. That's the
but
fun
it's
of it.
Rivas that comes off the edge. He's going to be up at the top of your screen, and he comes from depth, so he doesn't get caught.
So
in the
nice
count
job. The line
from
just
the
couldn't
offensive
hold
line. They're not
Saskatchewan.
looking to try and
They just
step
sent
out
too
to
many
him
guys coming,
because he came
and Kelly
from off
nowhere
the
to go.
McMahon
Second and 11.
Second down.
Back to
Kelly.
pass. Here they come again, rushing. Kelly's got to elude it. He's going to run it up the middle. He's to the 10. He gets to the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
So it's going to be first and I think 4.
Be enough for a first down.
First and 4 Argos. Heads up play by Kelly. He was looking to pass even as he ran up to the line of scrimmage. Still looking to pass, and he realized he had a lane. So he's going to run that one up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lots of time still to go here in the half.
From the middle linebacker spot.
That was something. See exactly where they spot it. So it is going to be at the 5-yard line.
First and goal.
First and goal. Kadeem Carey, he's going to run. He's going to pick up about 3. Reaches out to try to get it to the 2-yard line. We'll see exactly where they spot the ball.
Take the lead.
That's going to be second and goal now.
Well, their defense you know, in this second quarter,
Argos with a
certainly
chance.
the second half of the second quarter has really stepped it up. I mean,
And I think
Deshaun
you got to
Amos
go
with his
for it.
interception.
Even though it's second, if you don't get it on
Trevor
second,
Harris
I think
off
you
the
got to
field,
go
who
for it
got
on
off to
third
such a
down
great
anyways.
start. That's given
So it is
Kelly some
on the
more
2-yard line.
The second and goal at the 2. We saw Cameron Dukes in this situation.
I think you give
last
this-
time out. Kelly stays in.
Kelly's in.
Now.
You're going
On
to
the
hand this
second
over
down
again.
play.
He
And
does.
again, can he
And it's to the
carry?
line. And it's in. Touchdown, Argos.
Another rushing touchdown for the double blue.
They're going to bring this one in, and just like that, the Argos have tied it up. The extra point will put the Argos ahead. Unbelievable. What a turn of events. KJ, what's going on? Predators to Cup Finals. Yeah, KJ, great moves by the Preds. We're certainly going to have some Preds action this year on the channel. TC, what's going on? Who wins this game? I don't know, CFL. Well, CC, right now, it is anybody's game. Saskatchewan dominated this first half, but the Argos just creeping it in here towards the last few minutes.
Just like this, but to make sure that it has to be a clear and obvious mistake by the officials.
So
Well, it doesn't look like the knees were down.
are they
It was
going to
more
challenge
about
this
the elbow.
here? 104 left to go in the
looking more at
half.
the elbow.
Elbow. I think the elbow might have been down.
And had the ball broken the plane. So an announcement coming up. Command center had a look.
Let's hear what they say.
Upon automatic review, the ball carrier was downward contact at the 1-yard line.
Oh.
The ball will be placed on the 1-yard
So
line.
no touchdown. So it's going to go third and goal from the 1-yard line now.
I think
Oh
it was the
boy, elbow
that
was
touched
down.
as he went down.
Oh boy. Let's see
Take one more
this.
look at it if you're wondering, but elbow down there. Stop it now. See, there's
The elbow is definitely down.
and the
Good
ball
call.
has not crossed the plane.
Good call.
So
The
they
elbow
had
is down. The ball did not
replay,
cross the
a
plane.
direct
It's going to
look
be
at it.
third and
So now
goal.
Cameron Dukes is in.
Cameron
Left side.
Dukes going to run it over.
Oh,
He
this is
he
close.
got stopped,
Did he
but the
break
ball
plane?
did break the
Say
plane.
no. Could this be a turnover on
The
down
ball
for
did
Saskatchewan?
break the. I'm fairly
Under a
certain I
minute
saw
to
that
go into
cross the
halftime,
line
and what a break
before
this
he
has
got
been for the
knocked back
Riders. What a
out.
big play on
This
defense.
is holy moly. What a play here. Lucas, how's it going? Welcome in. Theo, what's going on? So Dukes, did he get that ball? Oh, you can't. No, he didn't. So it was the shoe. The white shoe is what he was passed with the ball. Fooled me. Dukes cannot get it in.
They got
Oh
close. They
my
got
goodness,
within
what a
yard, and
stand
CJ
by the
Reavis
Rough Riders.
comes up, and he stops Cameron Dukes. And that
So it's going to be
preserves the
first and
Rider
10
lead
for the
at
Rough
6 now
Riders
with
on the
under a minute and 50
Saskatchewan
seconds to go
1.
on the clock.
Oh my
Based
goodness.
on a couple of command
That's the
center
problem when they wear
discussions
white shoes.
and
It throws you off
consternation back
when it
in
happens in
Saskatchewan.
real time.
I think they'll look at that
So
and
they're
say,
going to
okay,
snap this one
they
back.
got one. Yeah, they got one.
They're going to throw deep.
Throwing out of his end zone.
And another interception. Toronto picks it up. And they're going to run this one in. Was he down? So Franklin intercepted it. He's going to run this one in. Was he down with 44 seconds? Holy moly. What is going on? The Argos say this is a touchdown.
This is just straight.
Was he
Again,
down?
we're looking at press coverage down at
Holy
the bottom. This is the
mackerel.
change that the Argos have made here. And they're going to roll off and basically look like they're playing cover 2.
So
with,
here's
some
the
deep
interception.
help in behind, so you can play
Oh, I can't
aggressively
see by that
underneath
angle
it.
because the Argos bench, everyone's on their feet.
Franklin just wins
So he
the
makes the
jump ball.
catch.
He elevates.
No,
him
this
to
is
get that
he's
one.
down for sure.
He
So
did.
it's not going to be a
Trevor Harris
touchdown.
completed 8 of his
He's
first
down
nine
for
a
sure.
touchdown.
So
He's
this
thrown
is
2
coming
picks
back.
in his last 3
Wow,
passes.
this
So
is
with that
crazy.
short start we talked
Lucas,
about in
I'm
the
very
first
excited for the
quarter.
NHL
Here
season.
in quarter number 2.
Very excited. So the Argos will get
Set up
another
the Rider
chance.
24 now.
Here they go.
Try again, Chad Kelly.
Chad Kelly going to fire this one across the middle. Oh, and he drops it.
But no, it is coughed up. Fields is right there. in
Daniels
coverage,
made a
but
great
Daniels
catch,
looked for a
but he
moment
couldn't
like
hang
he
on
would
to it. Was taken
be
down at
hanging
the
on to that
2-yard
football,
line.
But no, it's incomplete.
Yeah,
So
I
the
think you're right. I
Argos,
think he
I'm going to
had
have
it
to break this
initially,
call down
and-
for
and
you.
Fields gonna
This
rip
has
it
been
out. He's
wild.
not gonna quit
So
on
the
the
Argos
play on
take
this
it all
big
the way
run.
down. Short yardage play,
He did have it. He
second
had control of the
and
ball there,
goal
and then it was ripped
from the
out.
2-yard line. They
Now,
run it
wasn't
in. They
controlled long
don't
enough
get
to
it.
constitute
They
a
thought they
fumble,
did, but they ruled it
but
down by
nice
contact. The
defensive
elbow
play
was
over the
down.
middle.
They then go to run it
40 seconds
third
down
and
the
1
clock
from
and
the
a second
1.
and 10.
And Cameron
Argos that
Dukes is
close to getting it
stopped.
down and
The
goal to
first
go
throw,
again.
Saskatchewan from their
Still
1-yard
chance
line.
for more points
It's
on the board
intercepted by
on
the
this play.
Argos. The Argos
Whistled
have
yet again.
possession
The
now.
movement.
And that's where we find us with 40 seconds left in the half.
Legal procedure. Toronto, number 59. 5-yard penalty.
In procedure on Toronto, 5 yards, going to push them back.
That time the veteran right tackle.
So second and 15, Toronto. Toronto not helping themselves out. Timothy, how's it going? Welcome in. This is wild.
15 yards to go, but still in field goal range.
Right, Jonathan?
Manage this correctly. Make sure he doesn't
Risky
lose that
play,
opportunity at
they
the
don't
very
get the
least.
reward.
Big defensive play.
The Argos in motion. They got to pick up a first here.
Just a three-man
They're
rush.
looking. Kelly throwing this for an end zone. Go to the corner. And it's caught for a touchdown. Argos! You got to be kidding. What a throw. What a throw. This time it's good. Coxie gonna reel that one in. Chad Kelly says, excuse me, hold my beer. What a pass.
Now a point away from taking the lead.
Yeah, Chad Kelly just throws this
From
up.
the,
He just-
this is like a 30-yard toss, 35, 37-yard toss. Plus it was deep in the end zone. All in all, that was probably a 40-yard pass. Wow.
Over the top, I believe it was Jaden Zelke.
Oh my gosh, we got another review.
And on a scoring play, you heard Andre Proulx saying it's under.
Well, they always are. Yeah,
They
they
always
always
are.
automatic. It's not a coach's challenge.
So
It's
Coxie,
automatic, and they're not.
I don't
looking
see anything
to
wrong
see
with this
if
play.
they can call a
There were
penalty
two
there.
Rough Riders there.
Actually
Williams
looking
went
to
up
see if
for it.
he had
Williams
control
misses it. Coxie,
inbounds,
he
and it
makes
was
the
a
catch.
touchdown and survived.
Holy cow. What
Contact
a
with the
series
turf.
of events
And from
in
that
this
angle
last
anyway,
2
you
minutes
can't
of
see
this
anything
half.
different than a catch.
Absolutely incredible.
Monty Coxie.
What
First
a
year at
game
Mississippi
Coxie
State,
is
or
having.
second year, excuse
That's
me.
going to put him up to 50 yards today.
Looks like his third touchdown of this season.
What a catch.
This is incredible.
Looks like it from the angles we saw, but Command Center has reviewed.
So it's under
We're
review.
gonna ask that question again. Is it an Argo touchdown?
Oh, you can't call this back. That was clean.
Upon automatic review by the command center, the pass was incomplete.
There you go.
They're saying incomplete. How is this
First angle
incomplete?
certainly looked like he had control when he hit the turf. So let's take a look, because clearly they have one that they see he doesn't. There you go.
It is.
There you go.
There it is. A great look. And,
Oh my
good call
God.
by the Command Center. That is not a touchdown.
Nope. No, that look from the opposite side. I thought he had it on his chest, and it didn't. The replay didn't show any evidence
Wow.
that he lost control.
Talk
but
about
the
how
second
things
angle
keep
certainly
turning
did.
around. The
Command
Argos
Center gets the
can't
ball
buy a
automatically,
touchdown
whether,
here.
You know, we have
So
it or
Coxie
not,
went
but
up. He made the catch, and it's
you
an
can see that
automatic
ball came
review
out
on a
as he hit the
scoring
turf.
play. Les, how's it going? Welcome in. Can you believe this,
Deontay
Les?
Williams knew.
So Coxie makes the catch.
Ryan
It goes.
Challenging the
Oh,
previous play.
and now Toronto is challenging it. So what the?
The play will be reviewed.
As Coxie
So
fires
Toronto
up
is
the crowd,
challenging
they
for
don't like
pass
the call,
interference
but yet
now?
that
This
French
is a
angle we saw that
circus.
the Command Center
So the command
based
center
its decision
originally
on
said
shows that ball
when he
coming out.
came down, he hit the ground. He didn't hold on. The ball came
Another
loose. Therefore, it's an incomplete
Now
pass.
the challenge
Toronto is now
regarding
challenging
penalty
the
for
pass
defensive
interference,
with
and there was
Williams.
certainly contact. But is that enough to call it pass interference?
I was going to say, you know, that
Oh my goodness!
upon the review, the automatic review as to whether or not it's a touchdown, they're not looking, or will they call pass
Send
interference
in the
one way or
cloud.
another.
This is
That has to
crazy.
be
What
challenged,
a
and it
final
was
couple
challenged by
minutes to
Dinwiddie
this half.
after the overturn of
Back
the
and
catch.
forth, back and forth. So we got a
But
challenge
I was
now.
wondering about offensive pass interference at first. It looked like
Thought you saw a
Coxie might
push-off
have
a little bit.
yeah, a little bit of a push off. So
So will this be pass
You know.
interference? If it is pass interference, it's.
So again,
I don't think it
call
would
not
result in a
challenging the
touchdown.
catch or the
I think it
drop,
would result
challenging for
first and
interference.
goal
Here's
from
the
the one.
decision.
Hey, Brian.
After review by the command center, the ruling on the field stands. There was no pass interference. Toronto is charged a timeout.
So no pass interference.
oh, it was a heck of an effort by
I didn't think there
Coxie
was
to go
pass
up and
interference, but with
have
30
an
seconds to
opportunity
go,
at that one and double
I get it.
coverage.
So
But that ball did
Hiller,
come up.
I can never say his name.
So
He's
from
going to come up
36
and kick
now,
the
Larry
field goal.
Marilao, first field goal try
So that's
for
going to
him.
make it and go through. So from Toronto getting a touchdown to having it removed, to intercepting it, to scoring another touchdown, having it removed. They settle for the field goal. And it's now 13-10 after all of that. Oh, holy moly. that was something I've never seen. I've never seen a situation like that before.
And he's eating donuts.
Well, and asking, like looking right in the camera
listen,
in the
penalties
preview
can kill you.
for
Penalties in this game,
contract.
it can kill you.
You know, based on his 40 time,
If you're just coming in, welcome to the Madhouse. What a crazy story that was in these last 2 minutes.
Okay.
So 27 seconds to go. Saskatchewan has a ball on their 40. Let's see what they can do to close out the half. They're going to run it. They're going to run this one up. Picking up about 8.
Yeah, I was going to say, he may
so it'll be 2nd and 2. James, they certainly did. And certainly these penalties, not penalties, these callbacks.
Great to have the panel out.
That'll get you going, right? That puts a chip on your shoulder for sure.
Yeah, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and go back and look at that.
So another flag on the play here. Let's see what this one is going to be.
You know, see what was working.
Penalty, Saskatchewan number 61. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
So misconduct penalty, 10 yards.
Trevor Reed was hurt, but takes a misconduct foul on that as well.
You said 2nd down. Wow.
Right at the top of your screen, number
Where
61.
is the misconduct? There is a little shove long
right
after
here,
the play.
Push there, and then he goes down because he got pushed from behind.
It's Fraser Soaping.
So the odds continuing to shuffle around. It's now plus 108 for the Argonauts, minus 138 for the Riders. They're going to run this one almost all the way up. So 2nd and 11, it's going to go to 3rd and 3, I believe.
Especially earlier on for Hickson.
3rd and 1. Wow, if they give it 3rd and 1, that's a heck of a spot because he was well short. But it's going to be 16 seconds left to go. It is going to be 3rd and 1. This is going to be some second half. You are not going to want to miss this second half. This is going to be special.
So this is his first game of the season tonight. The Riders made the turn last week with their dramatic loss to the Alouettes. They're 5-1. They were 5-1 at one point. They haven't won.
Thanks, Gerard.
4 games. And the Argos alternating wins and losses.
All right, they're going to run this clock down, so it's going to hit zeros. Last play of the half. They're going to take the knee, and that's going to do it. This first half has come to an end. Wow. All right, let's go to our halftime screen. I might have to rejig some of the score, some of these stats. All right, hey, look at that. Nothing loading. There we go. It's just slow. It's just slow. There we go. Come on. Wow. Maybe I should have just left it on the other screen. Nothing wants to work here. There we go. All right. Oh. Nope, that's not doing what we want it to do. So give me one moment and I will fix this screen up, and then we'll be able to go through this and get her going. There we go. Okay, fix that up. There we go. Much better, much better, much better. All right, welcome to halftime. Halftime in Toronto, and boy, what a halftime this is. I mean, what we just experienced, what we just watched was something I've never seen before. I've never seen anything like that happen. I mean, that was completely wild. Now, if you missed it, what just took place? The Argos were down. They were losing 13-0. The Argos intercept the ball. They run it down. They get tackled at the 1-yard line. They punch it in, right? It's now 13-7. The Argos get the ball. They bring it all the way down. It's 2nd and 2 from the 2. They go to run it in. They get stopped. Saskatchewan defense does a great job. Then they try again. 3rd and 1 from the 1. Cameron Dukes comes in. He gets stopped. No touchdown. The next play, Saskatchewan throws it downfield, intercepted. Toronto runs it in. They think it's a touchdown. No, it was down by contact. They didn't pick it up. First throw, a bomb from Kelly. It's received. Touchdown. They say no upon review. The ball came out. Incomplete pass. Well, you know what? I'm going to actually go back to the other screen because I don't like that screen that much. We're going to leave it here. And I got to fix this screen now because see what happens? You make changes and you break everything. Uh-oh. Let me fix this up here. So they go back and forth. At the end of the day, the Argos have to settle for a field goal. They settle for the field goal. That's okay. That's okay. They get the field goal, and then they move on over. So crazy back and forth, absolute crazy scenario that takes place. And Saskatchewan still hanging on. Still just hanging on. What is going on here? All of a sudden, our widgets started going crazy. Let's get this fixed up. There we go. That's not right. What is happening? What is going on? All of a sudden, all of our widgets are going bonkers here. Let's try and fix this all up here. Wow. Thank you. That's not what I picked. Look at this. What is happening? All right. I apologize. I'm going to try and fix this up here while we talk. I don't know what on earth. Why are... What? It looks like it just deleted our scoreboard. All right, so we will fix this all up. We'll get it working. There we go. All right, scoreboard is back. I'm not changing screens anymore. Thank you, internet. All right, so what a crazy half of football. Let's go through some of these stats. First, for the Roughriders, Trevor Harris, 11 for 17, 128 yards, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. From the rushing side, Frankie Hickson, 10 carries, 55 yards. Patterson, 2 carries for 7 yards. On the receiving end, Myers, 2 for 52. Adjo, he goes 1 for 23. Keyshawn Johnson, 2 for 18. Emilius, 4 for 17. Baker, 1 for 10. And Bain Jr., 1 for 8. For the Argonauts, Chad Kelly goes 10 for 17, 119 yards. His longest 29, so Kelly has a good end to that first half. The rushing side, Kelly 1 for 11. Kadeem Carey, only 3 carries for 10 yards. Cameron Dukes, he goes 2 carries for 1 yard. And McMahon, 2 for 1. So Toronto not really running the football a whole lot right now at all. The receiving side, Toronto explodes. Polk goes 2 for 47. Unger the third goes 3 for 40. Coxey, 2 for 21. Sindani, 1 for 8. Carey, 1 for 4. McMahon, 1 for -1. The defensive side has been pretty solid. Malik Carney, the only one to pick up a sack for the Riders and for both teams, really. So he's got a sack. Reeves with 3 tackles, a bunch of guys with 2. For the Argonauts, Melchi with 4 tackles, Jones with 4 tackles, Priester with 3. So really spread around. From the kicking side, Brett Lawther, 2 for 2. I got to say his name right just once. Liram Hiralarhu, he goes 1 for 1. He also is on punting duty today as he's got to step in and replace for their injured punter. He has 5 punts, 209 total yards, his longest at 48. Corsack, 2 punts for 81 yards, his longest 48 as well. On the kick returning for Saskatchewan, Alford, 1 return for 20 yards and 4 punt returns for 42 yards. Jerry and Grant, 2 kick returns for 28 yards. 1 punt return for 7 yards. Those are the individual stats. When we break down the possession stats, the team stats, 9 first downs apiece for each squad. And I'm afraid if I refresh this, it's going to break, but I think I got to refresh it anyway. So let me refresh these stats, and I'll just have to make do and fix them, because that's what we do, right? We fix things as they break. So let me address this, and then we'll go over these team stats. All right, there we go. Let's move this over. You can't see things moving around right now because I am doing it kind of behind the scenes, but we'll get this loaded back up so it is clear for everybody. All right, there we go. There we go. Back up and at 'em. All right, so 9 first downs apiece, which is good because halfway through the second, Toronto only had 2 first downs. Saskatchewan was crushing it there. Third down efficiency, Toronto is 0 for 1. Saskatchewan is 2 for 3. Total yards, Saskatchewan's leading there, 190 total, made up of 128 passing, 62 rushing. Toronto's at 142 total yards, made up of 119 passing, 23 rushing. Red zone attempts, Saskatchewan 1 for 1. Toronto goes 1 for 2. Only 3 penalties for the Argos, 2 for the Roughriders. Time of possession, this is where the Riders are really out ahead, 17-13 to 12-47 of the Argos. 2 turnovers for the Riders, 1 for the Toronto Argonauts. So those are how your team stats break on down. Live betting side, things certainly turning around. Toronto making that comeback. They were way down at plus 340. They're now back to plus 108. So this game certainly is getting close. How the scoring has gone. It all started with Brett Lother, a field goal at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter to put the Riders up 3-0. It was then Trevor Harris completing a pass to Keyshawn Johnson, 13 yards for the touchdown, 10-0 Saskatchewan going into the second quarter. Lowther again, a 43-yard attempt is good, going 13-0 Saskatchewan. Then with 6 minutes to go in the half, Toronto woke up. Cameron Dukes rushed it in 1 yard for the touchdown, making it 13-7. Then we saw, and we talked about the back and forth shenanigans with the field goal coming in to make it 13-10. Wow. Great. Yeah, Gerard, we're going to start to bring some of that in. We posted a week 12 kind of prediction video. We're going to start doing some more prediction videos as well. But we don't take it seriously. We like to have a whole lot of fun. My prediction this week, I called for an East Coast sweep. Now, I figured Toronto was going to get this one done. I had Toronto winning over the Riders. I have Ottawa over the BC Lions. That's going to be a tough game. Both those teams are so close, so equal. I have Montreal over the Elks. But the big one, the risky one, the one that I think is going to bust my weekend wide open is Hamilton and Winnipeg. There really is no way the Hamilton Ticats are going to defeat the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Winnipeg is just too hot. But hey, I want that West Coast sweep, so I'm saying that Hamilton is going to upset Winnipeg in shocking fashion for an East Coast sweep, because I think it would just be fun. This game shows why it is better to not wager on the CFL. Well, you know what, Jonathan, it's funny. At the end of the day, the calls really weren't that absurd. They were all kind of on point. It's frustrating, and it really does turn the game around, but they're legit calls, right? They got the calls right. As much as we, agree or disagree with them, they're the right calls. Vegas usually has a good pulse on sports. That they certainly do. I knew the Argos were cheating again. Chris, I look forward to seeing your score prediction following tonight's game. Always makes me laugh. Colin, how's it going? Welcome in Chat, my phone is done. No, charge that phone up. Hoping to get back. Oh, it's Curtis. Hey, Curtis. Good to see ya. Welcome in. College football is usually college is usually for gambling. College, I think a lot of people enjoy betting on the college football, but not me. Touch football, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Like you said, at CFL, you never know. That's right. Theo, Sam Eagle, what's going on? What's the hockey countdown at? Theo, we are 1 month away. 1 month away. September 22nd, the Toronto Maple Leafs kick off the preseason with the Ottawa Senators. And that's going to be birthday week here on the channel. Argos, September 20th. Maple Leafs, September 22nd. So we're going to celebrate our birthday week on the channel with a couple of streams. Hopefully you'll come in and join us for a couple of those. We might I can't speak. We may also have another hockey game I'm working to see if we can get coverage for. Right now, nobody has produced their preseason broadcast schedules. Who's going to be on what networks? So I'm trying to figure out which additional source I'm going to get. Do I get the Center Ice package? Do I get Sportsnet Plus? What am I going to get for a lot of these other games? But I'm waiting to see what the preseason broadcast schedule is going to be. But yeah, hockey coming up 1 month away, and I'm already set to start dancing on tables. It's going to be a blast this season. Let's see. Roughriders. Be Disney. That's funny. 1 month. Cannot wait. All right, Gerard. It's been a while. It's so good to see people coming in. It's so good to see familiar faces. We've been having so much fun. We know Canadian football is not for everybody, but it's a lot of fun. We've been having a great time with it. Well, we haven't been able to be here every week. We've certainly been able to get a number of games in under our belt, and certainly we'll be able to follow it through the rest of the season. Once we get into September, October, you're in that Grey Cup hunt. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Wow, Blue Jays up over the Angels. I'm shocked. Again, we don't talk about the Blue Jays. We're on a bit of a separation right now. But listen, good for them for putting a. Well, I don't want to curse them, but looks like they're going to pick up a W tonight. But this is fun. CFL is fun. You never know what's going to happen. You never know which way any of these games can go. And I know it's something new for us this year, and it's been a lot of fun. Cameron Dukes has been a lot of fun to watch this youngster kind of carry this team for the first half of the season. He played the majority of the games, and he's been really, really good. So I hope Cameron Dukes will continue to see some action, even with Kelly coming back. We know Kelly obviously is the number one guy. So I don't know what we'll see with Dukes, but Dukes looks like a good young quarterback, and impressed with what he had to do and put up with since the Maple Leafs got eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs. Did they get eliminated? Yeah, that was tough. But hey, I'm looking forward to it, right? There's been so much news in the National Hockey League going on. The Oilers losing a couple players, to offer sheets, which is something you don't see every day. Lots of movement going on. Of course, Patrick Laine going to the Montreal Canadiens was big news. So much taking place that I'm excited to get hockey back up and going. You know how sad I am. Touch football, how sad are you? I wish I had a crowd to say it all together. No, Gerard, no worries at all. Taking care of medical needs, then it's. Oh, goodness. Well, Gerard, we're happy to have you. Take care of yourself. Take care of the family. Because my boy Sammy Samsonov got traded. You know what, Touch? It's not that he got traded. We didn't re-sign him. He went and signed elsewhere. A lot of people have mixed opinions on Samsonov. And I don't think it was ever going to work here in Toronto. I'm happy to see how Wall is going to progress. He obviously has to stay healthy. I like Stellars. Stellars is a nice pickup. So I think he's going to be good. And if they can kind of play it back and forth, play a tandem, I think our goaltending will be okay. But they got to prove themselves, right? They got to prove themselves. I saw Stolarz, in Florida, what he did, and I'm impressed by the keeper, the tender. So happy about that. Forget Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Tavares. I need my Samsonov. That's funny. You're probably one of the few touch football. Probably one of the few. George, how's it going? You're so great. I hope the Leafs will do great this year. Oh, George, thank you so much. I hope so as well. I am so looking forward to them getting going. It's only a month away. And of course, we'll have Traverse City, the rookie prospect tournament coming up. I'm still waiting to see dates on that. I usually like to bring Traverse City over, but last year was like in the middle of the week at terrible time. So hopefully we'll get some weekend games for that. 51 days till the first home regular season game. That's right, Dallas. It's going to be here before we know it. I hope the Leafs lose all 82 games. Oh, Chris, I missed you. Can never depend on Google. Yeah, that's right, Brian. You never knew which Sammy was going to show up. Kind of like here on the streams. We have something in common. Saving the little dog from the big one. I'm better now. Oh, my goodness. All right, who's ready for some second half action? I know I am. Hopefully, this continues to be as crazy of a game as we saw previously. Let's play some ball, shall we? Turn this volume back up so I can hear.
Force a mistake.
The Argos going to kick off. Saskatchewan going to receive. They're going to start with the ball.
Mario Alford with it, taking it at the 15.
Here they go. A nice run. They got a good blocking wall. Saskatchewan got some room. Sees some lights. Here comes a nice hit. They're going to take them down.
Good return up across the 40, but the 43 for Mario Alford.
Ready, set, let's go, Argos.
To Myers and a couple
Let's
of
see
balls,
how this second half is going to play out.
Field goal, then put a drive together for a Major that went 7 plays and 69 yards. He was 4 for 5 on that.
I mean, the way both these quarterbacks ended up throwing the ball was off the chain. So here comes Trevor Harris. Hair Bear, what you got for us now? Back to pass to the line of scrimmage. Argos coming in. Nice little shoulder hit takedown. So back to the line of scrimmage. Don't really pick up anything there. Maybe one.
Important catch for Keon Schaefer-Maker.
Touch. Chris likes any hockey team that I don't. Thank you for hitting that like button. Appreciate it. Of course, this year as well, we'll have the First Nations Cup. A little different coming up mid-season. Get some international hockey with NHL players playing for their countries. Harris back to pass. He's going deep. He's got a man. Oh, and the Argos turning around almost picked it off. Good turnaround. Amos again. Getting his hands on it, almost taking that one down.
He's going straight down the seam, nothing real fancy about it. And there's
from the
outside in, and Priester inside in the trail position. They had the best shot at it, so almost a third pick. Really should have been. You look at the
just wild.
Robert Priester had a
Chris, I can always count on you and our good friend AAU Triton.
They will punt it away, and Adam Korsak. His second year
is going to be kicked away.
And another beautiful punt. This gives no chance at all to Janarian Grant. That's how you limit the damage by number 3. Make punts like
that. Going to be kicked out of bounds?
Yeah, well that,
so Toronto will take possession at their 12-yard line. Wow.
First half, and that's how you do keep it away from Janarian Grant. Or if he gets it, he is caught inside the sideline, inside the numbers of the sideline. That really
big risk, big reward, I guess.
Because it shortens the area.
There was no chance.
He can go either way with all that
no chance,
speed.
unless you get the ball up and over, so the receiver really kind of can run and just kind of catch it, have it drop down in front of him. But where that was thrown, there was no chance he was coming up with that.
In the pregame warm-up, and so it's Liram Hirala.
All right, Chad Kelly coming back out for the second half.
But he is doing both in this
Let's see.
Tonight. In the Toronto 12, Chad Kelly.
They're going to hand it off.
Argos start
This
the
Carey
second
going to
half
run it
with
up,
a
picking up
3-point
about
goal.
4.
Made it a lot more interesting thanks to the defense setting up that offense.
It is, so Carey's going to pick up 4 yards there.
In the second quarter, Chad Kelly started to play a little bit
Second
more
and
relaxed.
6 for
I
Kelly.
would agree with Milton at halftime. I believe it was Milt who said that he looked a little nervous out of the gate. Not surprised. He knows all eyes were on
3
him for a lot of
interceptions in
reasons.
5 minutes of play. I wonder what the
shaky in
record
the
is
first
for most
quarter, but
interceptions to minutes.
Took off and ran one time. I think taking those hits will help too.
Kadeen Carey picked up 3, 2nd and 7.
Back to pass Kelly. Quick shot. That's going to be first down, Argos.
A quick hitter there to Richie Sindé.
Quick snap and a throw. That's what you got to do in those situations.
The work that Cameron Dukes
Uncle
and
Triton.
Nick Arbuckle did in relief of Chad Kelly, and I said again a real admirable job for them to be 5-4 without their starting quarterback. That led
Good
the
job
team to
here
15 wins last
by
year.
Chad Kelly.
But they
That
weren't
12
real good at
for
the deep
19,
ball.
so the same line
They
as
weren't
Trevor
real
Harris.
good at the big plays
Harris
down
is
the field. We're
12
talking
for
5
19,
in
129
9
yards.
And that
Kelly is
type of
12
pass
for
is what
19,
defined Kelly last year in
125.
their successful
Going
season.
to throw this one behind the line of scrimmage, and a rushing defense going to take out the receiver. Great play by the Riders.
They had some success. The
Oh, of
Argos
course,
in the
Triton.
first half
Dallas,
this
of
game
course.
on these bubble screens. Ungerer had a couple big runs. And
Yeah, Gerard, it's going to be
the
close.
Rider defense went back,
It is
looked
going to
at
be
the
close.
tablet at
You know,
halftime, went,
a
okay,
lot
how
of
do we-
countries
how do we
have really
stop
good teams. I mean,
that?
U.S. is a
Did not
solid
say run
team.
a double move.
Sweden always has a
You're gonna have
solid
help over
team.
the top
Finland is a
anyway.
solid team.
You got to close quickly. Don't let them get started.
But yeah,
It's a
I
loss
expect
of
Canada
2.
to be up there for sure.
Pass to Daniels.
2nd and 12 now. Here comes the rush again. Riders defense all over him. He's bow wrapped, tied up, hog tied, taken down, and it's a sack.
That's what the Riders choose, and it works out well. CJ
Wow.
Rivas has had a good game.
Rivas
He's
taking
on
him
the end with
down.
all that heat for the
Kelly
Riders.
has
One guy
nowhere
that's
to
having a
go.
great year is Micah Johnson. And Micah Johnson,
He
at
knew when to
35
hold
years
him. He
old,
knew
taking
when
the
to
double
fold
team
him,
here,
and he was
pushing
taken
at the double
down,
team,
wrapped
closing
up,
off any escape
taken
lane,
down, and that's going to do it. The
helping out
Argos
with CJ Rivas.
they have
He
to
took
kick this
2
one
guys
away.
in the offensive line, ate up all those blocks.
That's
didn't
true, Gerard.
allow
It'll be interesting
Chad
to
Kelly
see
escape,
what
and
Bedard
then his
will
teammate,
do
CJ
with,
Rivas got there.
Oh,
you know,
Micah
some
Johnson for an
superstar
interior lineman,
talent,
too. You're right. He won here with
McDavids and
Calgary,
Crosbys
14
and
sacks.
whatnot.
Blocked by a tackle.
This is going to be kicked
Not by
away.
anybody.
Saskatchewan going to receive at their 45.
Here's Mario
Had to
Albert.
skip back a little bit, crosses the 50, now up to midfield, eludes a hit, but falls.
Good return.
So a nice little run back.
Once again for the
The
second
Riders.
time in this game. The Riders.
The Riders
defense.
getting it
Bringing
going.
the
Their
heat.
defense
Get to Chad
coming up a
Kelly.
couple of rushes,
Micah Johnson,
not
CJ
giving the
Rivas.
Argos much room to do anything. They're going to go to commercial break. Since the middle of the first. Yeah, you know, some bad play calling for sure. But I will say, you know, he does have an arm, and a couple of times he's been in trouble, but he's been able to get out of it by really, really throwing it. Did he do it singing that song? I think so, Jonathan. I was trying to read his lips. I wasn't exactly sure. It's always like that, hot and cold. Very streaky. That's right, James. Very streaky. Right? Once you get going, you know, once he gets going, he goes. But once he kind of slows down, that streak comes to an end. They will have to ride this defense. The Rider defense will have to continue to push and roll up. We've seen them get some good success on the Argonauts when they're rushing in this formation that they're using. Toronto doesn't have an answer for it right now. But what's been the strong point for Toronto has been their defense, not so much in terms of forcing Harris, but in terms of guarding the Saskatchewan receivers. They've made some good plays and a couple key interceptions for sure. But we got a lot of football left to go. And this is going to be real exciting. Boy, oh boy, this finishes. I mean, the way, if the Argos can continue it, they're still looking good at plus 132 right now. They're still looking good. Might be worth jumping on that. Wow, Danny Webb, 40 years as the Argo equipment manager. Danny Webb, such a nice guy, such a good guy. Been involved with the organization 40 years. That's absolutely incredible. Congratulations, Danny Webb. Right, exactly, Dallas. Beautiful framed piece of artwork they were giving him. Keith Pelly was there to congratulate Danny Webb. Of course, Keith Pelly was the president of the Argos organization for a few years during the Cinnamon and Sokolowski ownership years. So of course, they know each other very well, Pelly and Danny Webb. See some of these.
He was with the Argos back in 96.
These old photos are showing up on the screen are awesome. Doug Flutie.
Webb, but we were talking before about
So
some of the
great.
legendary equipment managers, George Hopkins in Calgary, Dwayne Mandrusiak for so long.
All right,
and
second and
Saskatchewan
9
as
from the
well.
Toronto 51.
For years and years.
Yeah, Dallas
before
can't
I
wait
got
for
there,
some of those names.
Through that, and then well after I
Back
left.
to pass in trouble.
Harris flushed out of the pocket,
Harris is
decides
rushing
to
past the
take
line of
off.
scrimmage, past the first
And he
down
does
line.
have a good run. Trevor
Nice
Harris
run
forced him
there.
to run
What,
off.
the Argos
Remember,
afraid
coming
to
off
hit
a
him?
knee injury as well as he gets it inside the Argo 40.
Well, that's going to be, I think, his first run of the day.
Legs first.
That's going to be one run for 11
Out there in
yards.
front of this hit, so he rolls down and turns
Sounds
down.
good
So,
touch.
yeah, but just again, congratulations to Danny Webb, and I know Matt Dunnigan down here in the panel has worked with him and knows just how important those guys are. There they are, hanging out. And
Yeah.
Maddie needed an extra large just for the arms.
There's the
Yes, he
snap.
did. Wearing that
They're going to
t-shirt.
hand it off, going to run
Matty
this one up the
talked a
middle,
lot about the different
picking up
equipment
about 4
managers
yards.
that he's worked with over the years in his career, mentioning George Hopkins and, of course, Wayne Mandrusiak at the
guys
start
are
of his
so
career in
funny.
Edmonton. Legendary.
You
career he
guys
had.
are
Well,
so
they
funny.
really do.
I love
They
it.
set the tone to the blue guys. You know, when the team is
Uncle
losing,
Triton,
struggling and having issues, they
we know
can
you're gonna
help
watch this in the
unite
morning.
and bring the guys together. You know,
Hope
they're
all is
working
well,
long,
buddy.
long hours too, especially after road trips and things like that.
I remember Grey Cup 2022.
The second and
Jose
7 now from the
Regina,
Toronto
when it was
37.
Argos Bombers and Danny Webb up late. I remember having to be talking about him going over footwear. The ideal footwear for the conditions you'd have in late November.
Here's the snap coming back.
Four-man
Quick
rush
throw.
quickly by Harris.
Nice catch.
By
Not
the
enough
way,
for the
and
first
I'll wrap
down,
this
though.
here,
It's going to
but
be
I still think
third
Wayne
and 3.
Mandrusiak cheated when it came to Gizmo Williams cutting that lawn and the shoes that they could find
Those
for him
third
to
and
wear.
3 from the Toronto 40s to
Sounded
be
like
a.
a bitter memory for you in that rivalry with Edmonton.
Is it from the
Okay, I'll
40?
let
I
it
think
go.
this will be a little bit of a
Sure,
lengthy
sure you will. Absolutely.
from the 37.
They can make all the difference they have, and remarkable to see in this league. By the way,
The
Trevor
Saskatchewan
Harris,
going to go for the
you saw him
field
earlier, and
goal
congratulations for Danny
attempt.
Webb. Of
We'll
course,
make
Harris
it
started his
16-10.
career
Yeah.
2012 through 15 with the Argos. Knew Danny Webb well. But off the field now in a
The
field goal
Lothar's
try
2 for
coming
2
up.
from
That drive
43 and
stalls,
43.
Brett Lother having a better night tonight.
This
2
one
for
is going to
2.
be from the 40.
This one, the 40-yard attempt.
Oh, that's
starts
going to.
heading left,
Oh, my
but he
goodness.
tucks it in that left
It just
upright.
went in. He
So
kicked it and it
Lother
went left, and it was
gets
going
another
right at
one.
the upright,
3 for 3
and it
on
was
the
kind
night
of
with 3
waffling
big points.
in and out. So
As
it
he
was going to
heads
go
off
in, or was it going to hit the upright? Was it
Saskatchewan.
going to go in or hit the
Now, third
upright?
quarter.
And it just curved in. So the Riders, they're going to take a 16-10 lead. Gordon, how's it going? Need it to go over 46.5. Ooh, that's going to be very close. You're going to need a whole lot of scoring here in this second half. But if it becomes this kind of run and gun shootout that we saw at the end of the first half, maybe there's a whole lot of points to be put up here on the board. 26 total points now. You need another 20 to go. CFL is crazy. It is. It is absolutely wild. It's you never know what can happen, right? With 2 downs, with only 2 downs instead of 3 downs in the wider and longer field, so much can take place. So much can happen. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it exciting, but frustrating at the same time. We saw several times, one team, you could be up by 15, 18, 21, and all of a sudden you start choking and the other team gets hot, and that lead can disappear very quickly. So CFL, it is, Brian. It is such a good game. It is so much fun. Sask needs an intercept. They lead. Yeah, they do. Not tonight, though. Toronto with the 2 big picks. But the Sask Rough Rider defense has been solid. They've been really good on their rushing the quarterback. Dude, yeah, Raymond, it really is. You got 2 downs to make something happen. Right? Two downs to go 10 yards. First, adrenaline is pumping after the second. Gerard, this is a good game to tune in for. This has been awesome. Gonna hand this one over. Here's a rush from the Argos to the line of scrimmage. First down. You're gonna step out of bounds. Big run here for Jerry and Grant now, coming in as a runner. Good speed. He takes the handoff. Was able to turn the corner, but like tiptoe walk that line just to get past the first down marker. Oh, they're going to say he stepped out. They're going to back it up. All right, so he didn't get the first. 2nd and 4, they're going to say he stepped on the line. He couldn't hold it. First angle looked like he was able to hold on. They're going to say no. 2nd and 4. Kelly back. Argo's going to hold out the rush. Going to make the catch. That's Kadeem Carey. First down, Argos. I did like, I'm not a huge NFL fan in all, to be totally honest, but I used to love arena football. Arena football was crazy. That was fun to watch. Bigger field alone. And don't forget the uprights in the CFL are at the front of the end zone, where the NFL, they're at the back. So we have them right at the front of the end zone. Wow. The Blue Jays almost blew it. They were up 5-0. They end up winning 5-3. So we've seen a lot of times, right, guys crossing the middle, run right into the upright post. Crazy. Thank you, Gerard. Appreciate that. The Argos starting to use Kadeem Carey a little bit now. He's up to 6 carries, 20 total yards. Trying to open up that passing game again. From the Saskatchewan 48, 2nd and 4. Oh, big mix-up at the line of scrimmage. And I think, is that Carey? Did he take a direct snap here? There was a whole lot of weirdness right at the line when that ball was snapped. Did Carey take a direct snap? Let's see this. No, it was. Kelly did take it and hand it off. There were 3 guys crisscrossing between Chad Kelly and the line there. That was a weird play. But he gets through. 1st and 10 Argos from the Sask 44. Fake pass. Carey has it, and he's running up to the 40. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Toronto working their way downfield. 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. So this is exciting football.
On 2nd and 5 than they do on 2nd and 10.
Now to the Saskatchewan 40. 2nd and 6.
Obvious.
Dude, this is where those 2 downs become tough, right?
A little more than 5. 2nd and 6.
Got to be careful here.
Point. A little bit.
Keep the drive alive.
Easier to
Kelly looking. Here comes the rush. He's in trouble. He's got to roll out of the pocket, rolling to the far side. He's got to throw it, going way downfield. And a great catch. Coxey, the savior, again with a phenomenal catch to keep it in play. We've seen Kelly do this a few times. He scrambles out of the pocket, looks downfield, and finds Coxey.
Chad Kelly's going to escape here.
He just makes the run. Was the foot inbound? Oh, yes, no doubt. That's different as well. In the Canadian Football League, you only need 1 foot to be in bounds versus the 2 you need in the NFL.
You appeared to have a touchdown, or so we thought, in the first half, only to get a different angle and see.
First and goal, Argos. Back to pass across the middle, caught, and a tackle at the 1 or 2 yard line. Wow. Second and goal.
Second and goal coming up as the Argos are close to that Rider end zone again.
Again, second and goal. This should be right there. A great catch and just gets the back of the legs. They're going to run this in, and they cannot. They get stopped at the 2-yard line again.
They stiffen up. Looks like a little loss. Brian Cox in there. Jameer Thurman as well.
Oh, my goodness. Argos cannot catch a break in the red zone.
Toronto went with a shotgun formation, and they were a couple yards from the goal line. Looked like
we're going to hand it off. Carey just gets stopped. He's got nowhere to go.
Excuse me, Deontay McMahon.
So third and goal.
My bad.
Right on the last.
Oh, it's McMahon. I did the same thing as they did. So it's McMahon. Here's Kelly back to pass. Going to throw it across. Almost intercepted. Holy, what happened there? Rushing the throw. Saskatchewan almost intercepts it, but that's it. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, there's no way that
so again, Toronto at the 2-yard line, and they cannot score. A quick throw almost gets picked off. No Argo was looking to catch that ball. Horrible play call by the Argos. Twice now. They've been at the 2-yard line and could not score. Unbelievable. Time for another Harris interception. Let's hope. I know Rider fans and Argo fans are like, this game is out of this world. He really did. He really did, Raymond. He had that, right? He threw it. No Argo was looking for it. That was just a missed play call there. Don't like that one at all. But listen, the Argos are showing they can work it downfield. They certainly can. Kelly now goes 15 for 23, 173 yards. Still looking for his first TD. Oh boy, do those hurt. Which do you prefer, ultimately prefer NFL rules or CFL rules? Jonathan, I prefer the CFL rules. I've always been more of a CFL fan. So I'm a little biased. I always prefer the CFL rules. But it's interesting, right? It's very interesting. You love how these things can happen, right? You never know what's going to take place. Mr. Scotty agrees. CFL rules. You know, I like the single point. Excuse me. We saw how the single points come into effect in the last game, right? We saw a number of single points come in, and those make it interesting. I also love, the 2 downs really forces the game. I think the CFL game moves a little faster than the NFL games, but I mean, each have their pros and cons. So just a total missed play call here. Not a good goal line passing play by the Argos. So Riders going to run this one up. They're going to pick up about 2 yards off the first run. So it'll be 2nd and 8. And we got, look at that, the Bears up over the Chiefs. Starting to get some NFL scores rolling in. Yeah, 2 downs. It makes a huge difference. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Riders from their own 4. This game, boy, oh boy, back and forth. Argos can't buy a touchdown when they were 2 yards or closer. Harris back. He's going to pass this one up. And again, good job, Argos, to pick up the receiver. So they're going to have to kick this one away. Argos are going to end up with some good field possession. 3rd and 2. So the Riders, they're going to punt this one away. The Argos should pick it up around midfield or so. And if Grant gets any type of good run back here, it could set up another big drive for Toronto as we're approaching the end of the 3rd quarter. Such contrast at the break. There's beautiful Caperness, and there's 3 other guys. And Jonathan, Caperness is great. She's super friendly. This is going to be kicked off. Huge kick. Massive kick. And Grant is going to pick it up, and he's going to step out. So a huge kick to the sideline. 64-yard kick. That is absolutely massive.
For Saskatchewan.
As they're going to go to break. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting Kate Burness 2 summers ago. Was it 2 summers ago already? And she recorded a nice little intro for us. She's great. She's super nice, and very happy that she did that for us. So thank you, Kate. And she does a great job. TSN does a great job with the Canadian Football League. Really impressed with their coverage. They make it a lot of fun, right? And that's one thing we see a lot with sports today with the panels is sometimes they take themselves a little too serious. And the thing I love about TSN, whether it's Kate Burness in the CFL panel or it's James Duthie in the NHL panel, they don't take it too seriously. They like to have fun, which is great. Beef as to what CFL. Jonathan, keep pushing it on them. Keep pushing it on them. Makes you wonder how players manage to remember the differences in the rules. You know what, Chris? Some actually do struggle. We do get a lot of NFL players who come up north, and there is an adjustment period. It certainly does take an adjustment to make that happen. You know, I tell the story all the time about Ricky Williams coming up here to Toronto and how people thought Ricky Williams would dominate the Canadian game, and he didn't, right? And Ricky actually said it was very difficult because in the NFL, you're used to certain things just being there for you, certain holes in the line, certain plays. You know, the CFL, it's so fluid, right? Everything is in motion, everything moves. And so it definitely is an adjustment. All right, so let's see what the Argos got coming up now.
It's a one-possession game.
1:40 to go here towards the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, no
I was thinking
question.
Doug Flutie. Oh, Flutie. Flutie was just a beast. He was
The
awesome.
Argos in the red
Those
zone,
were some of my
15 of
favorite
19
years
into
with
this
the
game. That's
Argos.
almost 70%.
You know, Flutie and
Real
Pinball
good.
and Mazzotti.
That's going to take a hit.
Those were great years.
Has been so far.
Argos
Kelly
back.
quickly
Throw is
knocked
going to be
away.
knocked down.
Batted down at the line of scrimmage, and it's
Kelly teed up to
CJ Reeves
launch
has
that
had
one, and
himself a game.
Saskatchewan
Yeah,
comes
hands
in with
up.
their
he
hands
is,
up,
he is, and
and we're able to knock that ball down.
That Corey Mace
Flutie
has
Flakes.
been
I still have a
talking
box
about,
of Flutie Flakes.
You know, different looks and different guys
I
stepping up.
got one
raved
years
about
ago,
the
and
start to the season for Roland Milligan, and
I'm pretty sure I took the
talk to him
cereal
next
out
week.
and
It'll
just
be
closed the
number one
box
that he
back
points
up.
out.
I can't remember.
He's having himself a game.
Yeah, I had a box as a collector.
Knocked
Something I
away,
had
so
to have.
at the Argo 34, it's a 2nd and 10. Kelly.
Here they go, 2nd and 10. Kelly looking. Here they come again. He's got to throw. Back to pass. Flag on the play. He going way deep downfield. Huge catch by the Argos. And it's Coxie again. Coxie. Big play, Coxie. Holy moly. Let's see. And the penalty was on the Saskatchewan receiver. Penalty is declined. First down, Argos. 53 yards. Coxie, a 53-yard reception. 5 reception, 112 yards. My God, Coxie's biggest game of the season by far. Phenomenal catch. He jumps in the air, he catches it in the breadbasket, and falls backwards, hanging on to the ball this time. Argos bringing it downfield yet again to the Saskatchewan 23. Back to pass. Kelly looking. He's going deep again. Way deep. That should be pass interference. Flag is thrown. Flag on the play. This should definitely be pass interference. Coxie all tied up. What's the call going to be?
There are 2 infractions on the plate.
We got 2.
Holding Toronto number 58. Defensive pass interference, Saskatchewan number 8. We're going to redo first down.
So 2 infractions, holding on the Argos and defensive pass interference. So they're going to redo first down. Now the pass interference call would have moved the ball all the way to the goal line. But because of the hold, it remains back at the 23.
There was a holding.
So 2 offsetting penalties. Time isn't a
So
factor.
here we go
Here's the
again,
snap.
1st and 10 at
Gonna
the
hand it
20.
off back to Kelly. A little flicker. Going to the end zone, wide open. No, it's dropped.
So close
Oh
from
my
a
God, a little
As he
trickery
waited for
here.
the ball to arrive from Kelly on that flea flicker.
Well, that was
The
that
ball
was
just
the
took
issue.
too long.
Kelly
Interesting
needed
play.
to step into
Kelly
this
hands
and
it off. The running
put some
back
more
turns,
zip on
flips it back to
because
Kelly. Kelly
Hope
launches
was
it.
in behind. I mean, he
And the
was in
ball
behind.
just took
The-
a little
the
too long to
secondary
get
for
there.
Riders
The
was
Riders
full,
were able
and
to
Roland
recover,
Milligan was one of
but a
them. He was right
nice
down that
throw,
halfback
and
spot.
you
He got
gotta
caught
catch
looking in
that
the
one.
backfield to carry.
You
He
gotta
turned around
catch
and
that
pitched it
one.
back to
Williams
Jack
in
Kelly,
there, and you know
Pope was
what?
in behind. I mean, he was in behind by 5 yards before that.
Williams
happened.
gets the
ball
hit
took
on before
too
the
long
ball
to
even
get
comes
there,
in.
And the Saskatchewan DBs recovered.
So it's second and 10
now.
from the
Rider
23rd.
23, Kelly
This is going to be
throwing.
across the middle, and another knockdown.
Just into the fingertips
Toronto
and out again.
has the hands, has
inside the
Daniels.
5.
He makes the catch,
Again,
but
looks
as he
like
get
he
hit,
had it, but
he
there
drops the ball.
Rider defenders around him. The make contact
So again, it's
as
going to be
soon as the
3rd
ball
and 10
arrived.
now.
So
That's going to do it for the third quarter. Going to come to an end.
And the
Unbelievable.
Argos
The
have certainly
Argonauts,
had their
so many shots at the end zone,
but
they
trouble
cannot
cashing in.
cross it.
The difference?
Unbelievable. 16-10 is CFL football, really football. Theo, it is the best football. The best football. Unbelievable, though, how many opportunities the Argonauts have had going downfield to the end zone, and they have not been able to get that ball across the line. A couple of passes caught for touchdowns, overturned with review. Running it in, they haven't been able to do it from the 2, from the 1. Now these passes caught and dropped to be incomplete. The Argonauts have had so many opportunities. My goodness, they could have 30 points right now. They if they would have caught or run those in, they honestly, no joke, it would be 31 or 38-16. It's crazy. Saskatchewan will lose. You jinx them by switching sides. That's right. You never know what can happen. What are the odds switching to? Right now, the odds are locked. So we'll have to see what they come back at. But boy, these odds have been flip-flopping like crazy. The Argos were favorites to start. Then that quickly changed. They went from minus 120, I think it was, down to plus 340. Then it was back to plus 118. They've been moving around like crazy. Andrew, I am doing fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm enjoying a phenomenal football game to kick off week 12. And I'm happy to have all of you joining us for the run. If you're just coming in, make sure you tap that thumbs up button. And if you enjoy our style of play-by-play coverage, make sure you hit that subscribe. We'll be following the Argonauts in the Canadian Football League through to the Grey Cup. Plus, in a month's time, the NHL kicks off here on the channel, and we will have you covered like nobody's business. We will be here a lot. Last hockey season, regular season, playoffs, and some other kind of non-game streams, we did 222 shows. You heard me correct. 222 hockey shows between the regular season and playoffs last year. And make sure other people aren't listening, I'm planning on breaking it this year if we can do it. So it's going to be a lot of hockey, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. All right, Argos looking to put 3 on the board. It's whistled in.
Teams, and it's not that glamorous, the punting role. Adam Korsak's been
Durilarhu, a 30-yard attempt. That's going to be up, and there's no problem. 16-13. Getting closer. Closer. That's right. Let's go.
This is the
Let's
quarter
get
now.
it done.
This
And that's
is
where
when
we
your
need
cover teams start
your
to get a little
guys'
fatigue.
help.
You
We
start
need your help.
thinking, gotta
Tell your
cover another
friends,
punt,
tell your
it's a
family, tell your social
45-yard
circles.
brawl, and
Put it on your Facebook, Instagram,
one
Twitter.
guy misses his
Feel free to
lane,
tag
and these
us
two
on
guys will
social
make you pay
media.
for it. And they
But you
both
can
have
share
one.
our links out and tell people to come
Top
on
two
over and
guys in the
enjoy the
league, in my
channel.
opinion.
Get
And there's
in
some
on the
good ones. I mean,
conversation.
Montreal's got a good one. There's some great returners in the
So
Canadian
let's
Football
go.
League, but these two guys
16-13. The fourth quarter just beginning. Saskatchewan with the ball on their 40. Let's see how they respond. Harris going to the line of scrimmage, and a nice run after carry here. Going to pick up about 8.
Close to the 50.
Nice little run there. You know, such a big thing in the CFL, one with any league, is the yards after catch, right? The yards you pick up after the reception make all the difference in the world.
He was on pace for a 400-yard
that means I have to buy you that sign I saw.
From injury last week against the Montreal
I go to Texas
defense.
for Winters and people there. Oh yeah, Brian, it's the NFL is unbelievable out there.
Slugging since then.
From the Saskatchewan 49, it's a 2nd down and 1. Frankie Hickson.
Thank you, Raymond. It was a blast. We had so much fun. Things got a little heated in the playoffs. Things got a little heated, but it was all in good fun. We had a lot of people with us that were good sports, so we had a great time. And we met so many amazing people throughout that playoff run, and I can't wait to get it going again this year.
Not really deep corners.
It's 13-0. Saskatchewan has done much. Maybe Harris will improve. That's right. It was 13-0, and the Argos have been really pressing since the second half of the second quarter. It's been all Argos. Here comes Harris, 1st and 10.
Up near midfield.
Look at Argos get up on him. He was able to run away. He throws it, but it's batted down. The Argos looking for a flag here. Still some conversations and some chest bumping going on. But no flags thrown. Yeah, Brian, I think Houston is kind of next on the list. Oh, Raymond, I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you found us. So Harris actually threw it off the back of his lineman. And it gets knocked down. Yeah, Raven, we had so much fun. The Toronto-Boston rivalry will live on, my friend. James says, come on, Riders, do something. Let's go. Harris is back, 2nd and 10. He's in trouble again. He's got to rush out of the pocket. There's a flag that comes up. Harris gets taken down. We do have a flag on the play. Saka-laka-laka-laka for the Argos.
Saskatchewan number 51. That penalty is declined.
Holding Saskatchewan, that penalty is declined. It will be 3rd down. So the Rough Riders are going to have to kick this one away.
Let's do this. Let's not replay the penalty because we.
Andrew, you got to throw the Panthers in there.
On the back of the head, but I wasn't. It didn't look good the way Trevor Harris took off and ran there.
I'm excited to see what the Panthers do this year. It's going to be interesting coming off a Stanley Cup win.
At Mosaic in week 3, sprained MCL.
Here we go, Saskatchewan back. They're going to kick this again. They try to kick it towards the sideline. Not as far as they did previously. Grant going to shake and bake, break free. Grant's got room. You've got to be kidding me. Grant is going, just the kicker back. Can he get by him? Yes, he does. He's going. Flag is down. Oh, Grant gets knocked down. Oh my gosh, Jerry and Grant almost broke free for another one. Holy moly, flag on the play though. He just had the kicker to beat. The kicker kind of grabbed and hauled and did whatever he could.
Face mask, Saskatchewan number 10. 15-yard penalty.
And it's a face mask.
Had been able to keep the ball away from
face mask. Great job by Grant. Cannot bring him down. They result to the face mask. Go tack on 15 yards after that rush. And it's too bad because if he would have been able to break that one free, he could have scored. And if you picked Jerry and Grant to return another touchdown today, that had huge odds. That was a big return, and a big return here by Grant. That was exceptional. 48-yard return, so tack on another 15 yards after that. So the Argos will have great field position. Those are the best play-by-play guy, even my wife. Yes, my wife enjoys sports. Oh, Brian, thank you so much, and thanks to your wife. We appreciate you both. We have such an unbelievable community here. So many amazing people. Whether you are a Toronto fan, a Boston fan, an Oiler fan, a Panther fan, we just love to have fun. We love our sports, and it's just absolutely awesome. Shout out to Ann. All right, Ann, absolutely. Is it Ann or Annie? Ann, I think it is there, right? Annie, what's going on? Thank you for watching along with Brian, allowing Brian to spend so much time with us. We appreciate you both. We love our sports here, and I know this summer has been a little wild. We haven't done as much as and thank you, Brian. We haven't done as much as we thought we would, but we did enjoy some family time and definitely recharge the batteries as we get set up for the hockey season. Face mask tackles are inexcusable. Absolutely, Richard, I agree with you. Richard, you're up late with us here tonight. Richard is awesome, watching from across the pond. Huge supporter, stays up late with us. So, Richard, we appreciate it. And yeah, face masks are absolutely brutal. To be honest, I think face mask penalties should be increased from 15 to 20 or even 25 yards. I think face masks should be made a whole lot more
a father figure to
intense to penalize. Here's a long pass out of the gun, diving catch. Toronto slides in. That should be a touchdown. And they're going to say Daniels was down. A great catch. Daniels diving across, makes the catch. I don't think he was touched, but he slid into the end zone.
But this is the type of
Andrew, we did do a couple of Olympic events. We got some men's basketball. We had some soccer. But we had some Olympic coverage too, which was so much fun. But what a great catch. So this is going to be down to the 1 yard line. Toronto first and goal yet again. Let's see what they can do this time. Kelly's going to carry it. He's going to run it in. I can't see where the pile is. Saskatchewan's saying no. So it's going to be second and goal again. Toronto can't sneak it in from the 1 yard line.
Ken Miller, and what a great human being he
My goodness.
And, you know, every coach we've
gone for the game. I like that too, Richard. I like that too, for sure. 20-yard penalty and immediate ejection.
Football is a people.
I'm down.
And Ken Miller was.
Well, let's see. Come on, let's do it again. Second and goal for the Argos. If they don't score here, this is ridiculous. Saskatchewan must have the best goal line defense in the league. Big switching around. Kelly's going to take it. He's going to run wide. He gets some blocks, and he gets stonewalled again. Oh, my God. Toronto goes for a trickery play, and they can't run it in. Another stop for Saskatchewan.
Based on tonight, whether or not Ryan did when he goes for
oh my goodness! Come on, guys.
I used to love how he talked to the guys and he called.
So what do? You've been in this situation. Is this 3 or 4 times now where the Argos haven't been able to score?
You know, I know the men in the room will never forget.
They got to put this one in. This is ridiculous.
Tremendous coach, tremendous.
Jonathan, that's what I was thinking. Like at this point, do you just go? Get the guaranteed 3 points?
Such a loss.
So they're going shotgun formation. I can't watch.
And the Argos finally score a touchdown in these situations.
Kelly back. He's going to hand it off. Kadeem Carey. They're pushing back. Saskatchewan says no way.
Could this be another turnover on downs?
The Argos have their hands up. Saskatchewan says no. What's the call going to be?
The third time in this game.
They're going to say turnover on downs. Toronto did not cross. You got to be kidding me.
With nothing.
That's 28 points.
He would have said, "What do riders do? Ride."
Kadeem Carey pushing. The ball does not cross the plane. Oh my God. Argos, you got to be kidding me. How have they not put this one in? Literally, like 28 points the Argos have blown, not being able to rush this in. Oh, I have no words. Absolutely, it's on the coach. The coach makes the call, not the players, but that's just coach. Like when you see that happening, the Argos are 1 for 4 in red zone attempts. 1 for 4. 4 attempts. So 21 points they've left on the board doing that. Oh my gosh. I lost why shotgun. That's right. Why? That's a great call. Where's Cameron Dukes? Dukes ran in one. He got stopped on the other one. Why did you not put Dukesy in there? And why would you go for a shotgun handoff when it's third down? Where's the old play where you used to hand it off and then jump over the pile? That was terrible play calling by the Argonauts coaching staff here. If the Argonauts lose this game, it is because of that 1 for 4 in red zone attempts. You cannot miss 3 of them like that from the 1 and 2 yard lines. Like, that is not good. But great defense by the Riders. Can't take anything away from them.
Take it wide and get around the corner. A real push in the middle caused him to bubble, and then
Kelly, Kelly doesn't have the same wheels. Cameron Dukes is fast. If you're going to do that play where you're going to hand it off and run the quarterback wide, you bring in Dukes to do that. Kid's got wheels. Yeah, Rick, don't like that play. And here's a big run by the Riders, bringing it up to the 14, so it's going to be first down Riders. Hickson running that up. That stop is going to give the Riders some adrenaline for sure. Need their own William Perry
to run the offense. That's a big run. The last
that
time
they do.
got
The refrigerator
down here, Trevor Harris threw an interception, and
Hickson, nice job running out. They're not going to let Harris throw that ball, a chance to throw it away or get a pick. Let's see what they're going to do here. Hickson having a nice game for himself. Here's Harris. He's going to throw behind the line of scrimmage. Bobbled. They're going to run. Big loss here. Back to the Saskatchewan 10 or 11.
A loss of some yardage for the product.
Not a good play call here for Saskatchewan.
I think the throw kind of handcuffed him, and when it did, he had to
second and 14. That's classic Toronto style.
That throw is, it looks like
second
a
and
real
14
throw, but
for Saskatchewan. Argos need a big stop here.
Really
Another turnover on downs at the goal line is just not acceptable.
The result is, despite a completed pass by Harris, it's a loss of 4 to Schaefer Baker.
Harris is set.
Second down and 14,
back to the Saskatchewan 11. Motion is running. Harris with the snap. He's going to throw it back to the line of scrimmage, and they drop the ball. The official's going to wave, saying, no, it's a incomplete pass, not a fumble. So again, Saskatchewan's going to have to punt this one away. The last time Saskatchewan was in this position, I said the Argos are going to have great field position, and the kicker managed a 65-yard kick. And they put it right by the sideline, so they pinned the Argos back. So let's see where they're going to go this time. Grant is back. Here's the kick. The kick is almost from the goal line. Not as far. Grant is it's going to bounce. Grant picks it up at midfield. He has nowhere to go. He's going to run it up to the 50-yard line. So the Argos are going to start their drive again at the Saskatchewan side of the field. Let's see if they can do it this time. The good news is a couple of passes will put them in field goal range. So hopefully, at least in this drive, they can end up tying things up. But boy, oh boy. Since the second half of the second quarter, this has been the wild, wild west of football. So many things happening. So many reviews, challenges, turnovers, catches, non-catches, down by contact, incomplete passes. It has been absolutely incredible. Kelly right now is 17 for 28, 252 yards. Harris is 15 for 24, 149 yards. Harris has 1 TD, 2 interceptions. Kelly, no TDs, no interceptions. Kadeem Carey, 8 rushes, 8 carries, 28 yards total. Way under what he usually picks up. From the Saskatchewan side, Frankie Hickson, who's in for Wallet today, 15 carries for 77 yards. It is phenomenal. But it's been Coxie who has been outstanding today. 5 receptions, 112 yards. 53 was his longest. Pope comes in, 2 receptions, 47 yards. So Kelly doing a good job going downfield, and the receivers are coming up big for him. So that is nice, and I'm sure we're going to see that again now. Kelly sitting back in the pocket, waiting for it to collapse, running wide, and then launching it downfield. Now, he's been somewhat lucky. His receivers, as I said, they've gone up and made some outstanding catches. So Kelly has not been spot on, but he is getting better as this game continues to move along. But this is what CFL football is all about, and this is why it is exciting. Fire the coach. George is not happy Not happy at all. All right. Let's go. Fourth quarter action in motion. The Argos going to fake the handoff, throwing it across. First down. Daniels picking it up.
Daniels to pick up a first down, get it down to the Rider 35, getting down the field.
So this is pretty much in field goal range.
Well, yeah, and that's where the.
So now let's see if the Argos cannot turn over the ball. Cross that goal line. Trying to get it going.
Inside the 5, and they lock it down. And you look at the points that could be on the board.
No, Andrew, the Argos are having a 50-50 season, right? They were having an okay season. Cameron Dukes, was holding down the fort the best he could until Kelly returned. Carey's going to run this up. I think he picks up about 6 here. So I'm okay with how the Argos season is gone. Again, because, almost every team makes the playoffs in the East, you're jockeying for position. You're trying to get that home field advantage. And the Argos have been great at home.
Now it's tying the game, and now you're deep into the fourth.
Well, let's see, at the 13 times.
On a 3rd and goal from the 1. Last time out, they had a 1st and goal down there at the 1.
All right, here we go. Back. Quick shot. That's going to be another first down Argos. 25-yard line, so they're moving downfield again. So maybe Toronto shouldn't have these long bombs where they end up on the 1 or 2 yard line. They should maybe throw it, from the 10 or 15-yard line. Because there are these little 10-yard picks, 15-yard picks, great tosses. Down to the Saskatchewan 25. We've got 6:50 to go. 6:50 to go. Saskatchewan's D has been solid. The Argos offense has been pushing. They just can't get into the end zone. Fake the handoff, throwing it over. Grant's going to spin around. A nice move by Grant. He's going to cut towards the middle. He picks up 8 or 9 yards. He should have been taken down at the line of scrimmage. But my God, Jerry and Grant channeling his inner Pinball Clemens there. Bouncing around, spinning around, getting up, making it 2nd and 1. What a run by Grant. So here's a good play. 2nd and 1. Let's see if they can sneak this for a first down. 6 minutes now. 6 minutes to go.
Whenever you see a star
you're just coming in, welcome to the show. Make sure you tap that thumbs up button for us.
Work his magic. He certainly didn't
7 likes away from 50. Handing it over, and again the Argos taken down. So it's going to be third and a few. So the Argos suck at these 1 yard plays.
Interesting. He turned around.
All right, see, Andrew. They cannot pick up these 1 yard plays. So that's going to force Toronto to kick a field goal.
Deep set here.
My goodness.
Kadeem Carey.
Maybe they have one of those deflector shields. That's awesome.
Johnson in the backfield.
Known to do that.
Toronto cannot come up with anything on the 1 yard play. So Hiller, he's going to go. He's 2 for 2 from the 36 and 30. So this one is going to be a 25-yard attempt. He's going to put this one up, and we have a tie game, ladies and gentlemen. 16. So it took Toronto, 24 trips to the other side of the field. They finally put one in. My goodness, that was crazy. Unbelievable how long it took, but they finally were able to put some points up on the board. And we are tied 16-16. My goodness. Gordon wants overtime. Needs that overtime. The Argos should be dominating this game, but they haven't been able to poke it in the end zone.
That's a great way to start.
Well, let's see.
The traditional rematch after their
Roughriders with the ball. What's Harris going to do? Harris, he's going over the top downfield. Great catch. And more continuing to run. The Argos can't take him down. Now a little bit of an ugly tackle, but a huge return. A catch in return by the Roughriders. Oh, boy.
About 2 or 3 series ago for the Rider offense. Like, even if you don't
that was something. Harris right over the middle, going deep. The Argos didn't have a good deep coverage.
It's a nice job.
Have you ever been to
amazing? He got up.
Man Cup games here?
That looked like it hurt.
Looks like I have not, Brian. I have not been to a Man Cup game.
turned out, thankfully, not to be as
So
bad
not
as
a great
it
tackle.
was.
That could have been rough, but it's down to the Toronto 36.
Argo 36.
Harris going to come across
The
again,
lower
getting
throw,
it
is caught by Keyshawn
back to the line of
Johnson, and
scrimmage,
he
I
is
believe. It's going to be
forced to go
second
down
and
to get it
10.
after a pickup of about 5 yards for
Right,
Saskatchewan.
James.
Trevor Harris
Field goal,
had to pick
Argos
himself
tying it
up
all
off
up.
the turf on that one. He threw right into. He threw right into
We
the
got a foosball
teeth
game here.
of that blitz. Robbie
Now don't
Smith
forget,
coming in
the
off
game
edge,
started
and he
halfway
has to step
through
into the
the
teeth
second
of this
quarter. It
blitz
was
and
13-0 Saskatchewan.
that one hurt.
The Argos will come back to tie it, but they should be leading
Robbie Smith, veteran
by
out of
like
Wilfrid Laurier,
20 points.
been a fixture on that defensive line
Second
for a
and
few
7
years now with
from the
Toronto.
Toronto
It's a second and
33.
7. The Riders at the Argo 33, 16-16
Back to
tie,
pass
fourth
across the
quarter.
middle. It's going to be
It's
caught, and the
Hamill's
tackle
trying to
comes
keep his
down.
feet
Not
to get
enough
the
for the
down.
first.
He'll end up just a couple of yards
It's
shy
going to be third and
on that
short,
play
so
as we get closer to the
Saskatchewan
3-minute warning.
should get a chance
Well,
here
Brett
at the
Lowther's got a
3-minute
big one
warning
here.
to kick a field goal. Boy, oh boy, did this just get even more interesting now.
And so far, he is having a better night at 3 for 3, and yes.
So it is the 3-minute warning. 3 minutes remaining.
3-minute warning. As they think about
in
trying
this
to get
game.
a 3-point lead again restored.
Lowther's going to come up to try and poke in. He's been a little wobbly, a little right, a little left. They've all managed to go in. But with this shot, it should be a bit of a chip shot. The Riders should take the lead here, 19-16, which will give Toronto just under 3 minutes to work with. Now they've had no time, no issue going downfield to get good field position. So this is going to be exciting. This is why we love the Canadian Football League. We love seeing what could come up. The most points during the 3-minute warning this year. Anyone want to know? Ooh, Jonathan, I don't know, but I'm excited to hear. I'm going to say it's something crazy. I'm going to say it's like combined, both teams scoring. I'm going to say it's like 17 points. I'm going to go 17 points. 2 touchdowns and a field goal combined between both teams. 23 Elks and Red Blacks. Whoa, that's pretty good. Or the double blue not winning call. I know. So many opportunities they've had. So many. Man Cup is a Senior A Canadian Lacrosse Championship. Oh, I love lacrosse. Lacrosse is awesome to watch. I used to be involved a little bit with the Toronto Rock when they played at a Maple Leaf Gardens when they first started. They were a lot of fun to watch. Really enjoyed the Toronto Rock. All right, 3 minutes to go.
For that man too, veteran kicker
Rough Riders going to put up a field
really
goal.
A disappointing.
Wouldn't it be something if they miss?
Montreal went 3 for 7, missed a chance to force the tie.
Again, welcome in if you're just joining us. Thanks for being here. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. And if you're a sports fan, hit that subscribe as well. We got you covered for the NHL, CFL, and more.
Will that continue here and give
Lowther's 37-yard attempt.
Without a Korsak to put it down.
Whoa, it's going to curl in again, left. But it's in.
He's 4 for 4.
So 19-16.
Well, you know,
and Toronto has 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock to see what they can do.
And took all the questions from the media.
Lacrosse is actually Canada's national sport. It's not hockey, but lacrosse is Canada's national sport.
Immediately. They didn't with Brett Lowther.
They're going to grab a little water on the sidelines, and then here we go. It's going to be a real interesting 2:45.
Trevor Harris told us that he texted him immediately the next morning to make sure he was okay.
So Saskatchewan has had points in every quarter. They put up 10, 3, 3, 3.
He's rewarding the faith that
the Argonauts did not put up any score in the first, but they've really been pounding the ball, and they should have a lot more points than they do right now. Some bad goal line coaching plays, some bad play execution. Wherever you want to point the finger, the Argos could not get the ball done when they had 1 and 2 yards to go.
An impressive start the way the Argos took over, but just left a lot of points off the board for Ryan Dinwiddie's team, and Toronto trailing by 3 again.
I'll also say that if,
Let's see.
if you are judged, if your career is
Let's just
judged
get this going. I'm
one
on the edge
game,
of my seat.
nobody makes it. Nobody stays for even a season.
And maybe this
Because
changes.
everybody
Maybe this
has
is
that
where
bad game.
Grant can run one back. They've been
And that
trying
was
to
the
keep the ball
inspiring
away
part
from
that
him.
You mentioned Trevor Harris.
There's some debris on the
Base as
field
well,
that they're
unconditional
trying to
unwavering
remove.
support. They talked to us about, you talked about how quickly Trevor Harris had texted him and reached out to him.
2 minutes
Just
can
that
seem
we got
like
your
20.
back.
Yeah,
That's the
we
truth,
believe you.
James.
You're
That's
gonna be
the
our
truth.
guy. We got your
All
back.
right, they're finally
That's-
getting that ball teed
didn't
up
bring
and
in
ready to
any
go.
Kicker, competition or anything like that.
Lawler has to
Brett
be
Lawler worked
strategic
through
here.
it, and 4 for 4 tonight.
Grant
but
almost ran back
got
the last
2:45
one. It was a
left.
An attorney
face
is
mask
often
that brought him
pointed out.
down.
Might need to go 5 for 5.
Game's just
Here
getting
we go.
started. Late
Terrible
here in the
camera
fourth.
angle.
The Argos.
Grant bobbles it, and
Bobbled
here
a
it
little
comes
bit
the
by
run.
Deontay McMahon across the 30,
McMahon is
the
going to run this one
35,
back,
pushed
so
out
they
around the
kick it away
36.
from Grant. It goes to
So
McMahon. He
Chad
bobbled
Kelly
the
and
catch.
Argo offense
He's able to
coming
run it back a
on,
little bit, but not
and
much.
If you're just
So
measuring,
2:40.
you know, the
2:40 to
yardage they
go.
put up in the second
Keith,
half,
what's
and their
going on?
ability to
Welcome
get
in.
down the field
Lacrosse
has
and
been
hockey are both
outstanding,
Canada's
but
national
they
sports.
just don't have the points to
Lacrosse
show
is
for
the
it.
summer national sport. Hockey is the winter
Yeah,
national
red
sport.
zone offense.
That's
percentage
very
has taken
fair.
a
Very,
major hit
very fair.
Tonight, as I mentioned, it was at 70. It's no longer at
2:40 to go. What can
Took a
the
big drop
Argonauts
tonight, that's
do?
for sure. 3 times at third and goal at the 1. 3 times denied.
Back to pass
From
from
the
the Toronto
37,
37.
on the first and 10, there's a
What
deep
was
look
that?
to the
A
left.
terrible throw,
Coverage is
and it's
there.
picked off.
Intercepted.
It's intercepted. What on earth was that? Kelly tries to bomb this one, and it comes funny out of his hand. Kelly's on the ground. His helmet is down. He's screaming at the official for a roughing the passer call. No call is made. He launches that one, but it came wobbling out of his hands. Terrible.
Marcus Sales had a tough pass interference call last week. There's the hit that Kelly took.
So a little bit of a shot to the head, but no call.
It was a
And
pass
it's
interference
picked
call.
off.
I
Oh,
didn't
my
think it
goodness.
was one. You know, it depends on what color glasses I guess you're watching the game with, but
So
that's a big one for
interception
Marcus Sales,
at the most
who had another
crucial
one. He
time
had
of the
one coming
game.
in, and that was against
Kelly
the
tried to
Argos as
get it
well.
all
And that one
done
went
in
for a
one
touchdown.
throw.
Let's take a look at the hit. Let's see if it was high. It looked like the shoulder.
So Kelly gets absolutely rocked here. He's upset about it.
Miles Brown coming in, got his shoulder up high.
The conversation with the official is going to amount to nothing. It's going to end up being Saskatchewan ball in the Saskatchewan 44. My goodness, terrible play call there again. It's going to be handed off. Saskatchewan going to run it. They pick up about a yard, maybe 2. They're just looking to eat up clock.
Toronto.
I'm gonna say it looked like
So
Miles
Toronto gonna
Brown
call a timeout
lowered his
here.
Shoulder enough to hit the target zone below the neck.
My
above the
gosh.
knees, clearly above the knees, but
So it's going to force Toronto to burn their timeout.
take one more look at it. There's already been a play run, so they're not going to go back now. But there he is there.
Tough hit. Really hit
Watch how
Kelly
he dips
hard.
his shoulder here. He gets an inside move, and then see how he dips, tries to take his head out of it.
So
and
upon,
dips the right
you know,
shoulder,
the
hits
slow
him
motion
in the
replay,
chest plate.
didn't really catch him in the head. It was more got him underneath in the chest and the shoulder.
So Kelly take off the helmet and pointing.
I can't imagine they're going to blow it at this point in time.
Saskatchewan football, Saskatchewan lead. And it's late, 2.5 minutes. Counting down.
Back
Pressure
this
coming.
across the
Harris
middle.
gets
Look
it away,
out.
but
It's
behind.
incomplete. The Argos
Samwelb
couldn't intercept.
bobbles, and the Riders are lucky
So
that
3rd and 8,
an
the
Argo
Riders are going to
defender
have to
wasn't
punt
close enough
this
to
one
pick that
away.
off.
Too
Yeah,
far.
as accurate as Trevor
for a
Harris
field
was in
goal.
the first quarter, and as
So the Argos
he's been
will
in his
get the
career,
ball
this one he
back.
wants back. It's just behind
But it's going to be in
MLS.
terrible field
Although he
position.
may wanted to have Emla sit down and not cross all the way. But he pointed to
Unbelievable.
himself immediately. It's
The
in
way this
behind
game
him,
is
and
gone, of course,
he catches that, he has the first
it
down.
wouldn't be a finish
In terms
without
of going.
drama.
So very little taken off the clock.
With
It's
some
still at 2:20,
conversations
Kelly,
back at the
Argos will
Argo
be getting it back
line
to Gary
again. The
Grant at about
clock,
the Toronto 15.
you can go down the field very
One
quickly. I'm not
return.
worried about the clock.
And
Saskatchewan, the
with a
kick is
penalty
up.
as well for face masking, and that one goes Deontay
Going to hop
McMahon's
McMahon.
way
I think he's
inside
going
the
to grab this
25.
one again. He's
McMahon.
got nowhere to go.
And up
So
to
the Argos
30 and a
again
little
going to
bit
start from
across.
about their own
So
30.
19-16 Saskatchewan, 2:08 on the clock.
Wowie
Turnovers have been
zowie.
big in this game.
Wowie zowie. Tim Whittle is calling a horrible game. Yeah, the red zone calls have been terrible. Not good at all. And it's not even that they're not good play calls. The execution has not been good. we even saw it on the 3rd and 1. They had to extend the drive. They couldn't even run it across. They haven't been putting Cameron Dukes in for those short yardage plays. They did once, and that scored a touchdown. They put him in again, and they weren't able to score. This throw is completed, but it's stopped due to the conclusion of forward motion.
+7. I mean,
Jonathan, I don't know.
Around and making things happen,
I don't know. 2nd and 6.
Concede or
in the Toronto 35. They got a long way to go. Look in, they're going to throw to the sideline. There's the catch for the first down. They're going to step out of bounds. Unger's going to make that catch. The Toronto 50. Something. Every reception is a nice play. So you get it, and you step out of bounds. Good job. No need to throw these high bombs.
On the 6th game after a productive season, his best season of his
from the Toronto 50, it's 1st and 10, 1:55 to go.
Argos after starting with Hamilton. So Unger, the catch.
Here's the snap. They're not going to hand it over. Look out, pocket is collapsing. Going to throw a terrible play here by Kelly. He goes short yardage pass to Kadeem Carey, who was wide open, and he underthrows it. He underthrows it. Kelly, I think that one he was trying to force something. He just, the pressure, I think, is getting to him a little bit here in his first game back. He has hit 300 passing yards today. 22 for 36, 300 yards. Where Harris is 18 for 28, 190 yards. It's now 2nd and 10. He's coming back. Pocket is collapsing. Another gun across the middle and another incomplete pass.
Was there to help knock that one away, and a 3rd down and 10 is coming up Toronto.
Not good play calling by Toronto. You throw it in quadruple coverage.
Left on the clock, and you're Ryan Dinwiddie that you're not going. That you're going to.
Not sure why you come up with that play call. You should be going for the every possession. You go for the 6-yard catch, the 6-yard catch, right? 6, 6, 6. Walk your way downfield. You don't need to go for these 40-yard bombs. So this is it, 3rd and 10 from the Toronto 50. They need a first down here.
3rd down for the Argos has not been kind. We got movement.
And movement, flags all over the place.
Van Dal, who's been flagged earlier for procedure, and it looks like it's going against Toronto.
And this is going to move it back, making it even worse for Toronto. Be 3rd and 15.
Even thinking about
legal procedure. Toronto number 58, 5-yard penalty.
With
so 3rd and 15 now, with 1:44 to go.
Snap the ball, but when you
if they turn over the ball here, this game is pretty much going to be done. I hate to see the game finish this way. It has been an unbelievable game. Saskatchewan defense stopping Toronto at the goal line several times.
Now we're talking about
the Argos digging themselves a hole here. Bad play calling, bad execution. The story for the Argonauts. Back to pass. They're going deep again. Nice catch. Unger is going to make that catch. It's going to be first down, Toronto. That was important. Very, very, very important. Toronto really needs to work themselves in a field goal range.
It's a long throw for Chad Kelly to get it all the way over there to the sideline. He had to come all the way.
But a nice job, nice play. Unger coming over, making that catch.
A yard beyond the sticks.
So they're down to the Saskatchewan 48. This, they're going to hand it over. No, Kelly stays with it. He's going to throw it up the middle, and he drops it. You son of a gun. Daniels was there. He was open, and he couldn't come up with the catch.
Field goal range.
Yeah, I would suggest
that was a good play call. The pass was there a little high. Daniels, the momentum pulling him away from the ball. He had his fingertips on it. Oh, that hurts. 2nd and 10. Oh, my goodness. Toronto's just not catching a break from the football gods. Back to Kelly. Here comes the rush. Over to Kadeem Carey, back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll pick up about 5. So it'll be 3rd and 5. Lahu, they're going to bring him in to kick the field goal.
We're looking at about a 50-yard try to tie the game.
A 50-yard field goal to tie.
Bit of a breeze according to the flags.
You know, this is an interesting play call. It's 3rd and 5. Part of me says go for a sideline, a 5-yard toss.
Well, for either of these returners
And
tonight,
keep working it.
That'd be a killer.
But with 1:14, you're going for a 50-yard field goal attempt. He's perfect, 36-30-25, the longest of the day. Here's the kick. It's up. Does it have the legs? It's good. Tie game. The Argos 50-yard field goal with 1:02 remaining. Saskatchewan will have an opportunity with 1:02. Again, field goal range allows them to win it. The Argos defense needs to come up and play big right now.
We shall see.
Welcome in. If you're just joining us, make sure you tap that thumbs up button for us. We're looking for 5 likes. Hit that thumbs up. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe. We appreciate it. You can get in the game by coming in the chat, saying hello, and earning some points. Check your points at any time by typing !! points in the chat. That will tell you what you've earned, and then you can redeem them to bring up Saskatchewan Roughrider graphics, Argonaut graphics. You can bring up whoever you want to cheer for.
Guys, that's happening as well.
Redeem Argos, redeem Riders. And there it is. Thank you for those likes. Excellent job. So let's see what the Argos can do.
This might come down to one.
Can their defense stop them? 1:02. It's a lot of time in the CFL.
Number 2 just.
Remember, 2 downs. You need 2 downs to go 10 yards.
He can take care of things on his own. We've seen that before. Well, on his own.
The Argos getting set to kick. Where is the field position going to be?
Plays out with 1:02 in the clock, and Lahu kicking.
Lahu, there's the big kick.
Riders going to get the ball.
It's going to go back. Riders going to start to run it up. The 15 to the 20. The Riders got room, tripped up about the 33-yard line. And we got a flag.
Well, this flag might be big. See a flag.
Harris 23 career game-winning drives.
There is a penalty about
during the return. Holding Saskatchewan number 28, 10-yard penalty.
Holding on Saskatchewan, 10-yard penalty. So that's moving it back.
Across the 30.
So it'll be Saskatchewan starting from approximately their 30-yard line.
Where the holding penalty was, and then 10 further back.
55 seconds left to go. I think Saskatchewan has 1 timeout, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, pardon me. Even further back than I originally thought. This pushes them to the Saskatchewan 8-yard line. All the way back to the 8-yard line.
They don't get a first down. Be interesting to see
So
how much
big
time
penalty here.
on the clock, 'cause you're right. Argos, you're right.
Here's the snap. Harris is back. Look out. Pocket collapses. It's a sack-a-lack-a-lack. Is he in the end zone? Is he in the end zone?
If they got him in the end zone, it would have been an Argo lead and getting the ball.
Wow.
But as it stands,
No, he was not in the end zone. He was just outside the end zone at the Saskatchewan 1. Wouldn't that have been something? If they'd sacked him in the end zone, Toronto would have picked up a single point, and they would have had the ball back. Oh my goodness. So it's 2nd and 17 from the 1-yard line. Oh my gosh. This game has everything. He did go, he put a foot in the end zone, but he just got out. Here's a snapback. The Argos are rushing. A long throw. That's going to be caught.
Schaefer Baker. That'll silence the crowd. What a big second down play.
So big second down play. That's going to come all the way out.
Prior to the ball being snapped,
Whoop.
Saskatchewan called timeout.
Oh, you suckers! Prior to the ball being snapped, Saskatchewan called a timeout. So that play does not count. Oh my goodness. What a bizarre thing to see.
It had to be the timeout came from the sideline because
So the timeout comes from the sideline right before the ball was snapped. A phenomenal pass by Harris. negated by a bad timeout call. Holy moly. We got 50 seconds.
Saskatchewan called the timeout with 31 seconds left on the clock.
Hang on. So 31 seconds. They had 50 on there. They reset it to 31 seconds. Saskatchewan, 2nd and 17 from the 1. 31 seconds on the clock. Holy cow. Tie game. Here's the snap. Harris is back. Going to throw this again. Incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 17. Saskatchewan needs to punt from their 1-yard line. So the Argonauts, depending on how big this punt is, the Argonauts will have time for 1 play, maybe 2, to put them in field goal range. Unbelievable. We got an injured Rough Rider down on the field. Emelis is down. Some big hits going on here. Oh my goodness, this is intense. This is wild. Emelis is being okay. Brian's saying we'll win by 3.
46.7 average and really well played.
What are the odds shaping up?
Big demand on him right now.
So the Argos are minus 290. They went from starting at minus 118 to being as high as plus 340, now minus 290. The Argos favored to win. 26 seconds on the clock. Saskatchewan has to kick from their 1-yard line. Some conversations still taking place on the field here.
Good chance. The Argos would be in field goal
reset.
Regardless here. Korsak very deep.
Try and run it down.
Here's the kick.
5 seconds.
Good kick. It's going to be caught at the 50. Grant with it. He's going to get it up to the 40.
Get it down to the 36.
The 36.
See how they approach this as Kelly comes
16
on
seconds left. So a chance for 1 play, and then he'll rely to come up for a field goal. Holy cow. This is something. This is Canadian Football League action. Unbelievable. How exciting.
That Janarian Grant return may have eaten up the final few seconds of this regulation. In regulation, we go to overtime.
So let's see what they can do here.
But now in the Grant return after the Korsak punt, 16 seconds.
They're going to hand it off. They're going to run this up. They're going to pick up a handful.
And they're at the left hash now.
So they're
trying another play to center it up for
Are they going to?
Who's actually coming on the field?
All right, they're going to bring him in now with 12 seconds left. They're going to bring him in now to kick the field goal.
If there's an issue with the hold or you have to fall on it, something happens like that, you can get another chance on at 3rd down.
So from the Saskatchewan 33, it'll be a 40-yard field goal.
Liram Hiralahu back in.
He should be able to make this. He made the 50. He's 4 for 4 tonight.
A few weeks later against Winnipeg in overtime at a
Let's see.
for another walk-off winner.
This will be the last play of the game. 40-yard attempt. Clock is at 0. Here's the snap. The kick. Oh my God, it's going wide. He missed it. He missed it wide, but it goes through the end zone. It's over. The Argos get a single point. They win 20-19. The Argos win 20-19. The Argos win. They don't cover the spread, but the Argos win. They continue their streak at home undefeated now, 10 straight against West Coast teams. 15 for 14 in a row at BMO Field. Toronto wins. My East Coast domination for Week 12 lives on. Unbelievable. 2019. What a finish to this game. Holy cow. Woo!
Yeah.
This was wild. All right, let's break this down here real quickly. Individual stats. Harris goes 18 for 29, 190 yards, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. Hickinson goes 16 carries for 79 yards, Chad Kelly goes 24 for 39, 322 yards, 1 interception. Kadeem Carey, 11 carries, excuse me, pardon me, 35 yards. Kelly, 3 carries, 11 yards rushing. Receiving for the Roughriders, Emulus, 8 for 66. Mares, 3 for 61. Adjo, 1 for 23. Keyshawn Johnson, 3 for 21. And a TD. Baker, he goes 2 for 11. Bain Jr., 1 for 8 for the Argos. Coxey was a superstar. Coxey, 5 receptions, 112 yards. Unger goes 5 for 72. Polk goes 3 for 55. Daniels, 4 for 40. Kadeem Carey, 3 for 19. Sindani, 2 for 16. Grant, 1 for 9. And McMahon, 1 for -1. On the defensive side for the Riders, Rivas, 10 tackles, 1 sack. Carney, he picked up a sack as well. Cox, 5 tackles. Sales, 5 tackles. And a bunch of others with 5. For the Argonauts, Jonathan Jones, 7 tackles. Mechie with 6. Mauger with 5. Priester with 4. The sacks for the Argos go to Robbie Smith, 2 tackles, one of those being a sack. And Ralph Hawley, he picks up a sack as well. Hilarhu, the hero today, pulling double duty, punting and kicking. He goes 4 for 5 in the field goal range, picks up that single point. He ends up winning the game for the Argos. Punting, 6 punts, 254 yards, his longest 48. Brett Lawther, he goes 4 for 4 from the field goal spot, and it was Adam Korsick punting, goes 8 for 375, 66 was his longest. Kick returning, Alford, 3 returns, 65 yards. Punt returning, 5 for 55. Kick returning for the Argos, Jerry and Grant, he goes 2 for 28. McMahon, 1 for 17. Punt returning, Grant goes 3 for 67. McMahon, 2 for 14. When we look at the overall team stats, 13 first downs for the Riders, 19 for Toronto. Remember when it was like 10 or 12 first downs? It wasn't 10, but it was like 8 first downs for the Riders and 2 for Toronto. Boy, did they come back. 2 for 3 third down efficiency for the Riders. Toronto, 1 for 4, and that was a big pain point. Play calling and execution for Toronto in the red zone. Total yards for the Rough Riders, 283, breaks down to 190 passing, 93 rushing. For the Argos, 376, 322 passing, 54 rushing. Red zone attempts, epic failure, as I just mentioned, for the Toronto Argonauts, going 1 for 5. 1 for 5 in the red zone. That means they left 4 touchdowns on the table. 1 for 1 go the Rough Riders. Penalties ultimately playing a big factor here. 7 penalties for the Riders, 5 for the Argonauts. Time of possession ends up being almost equal. 30 minutes, 21 seconds for the Riders, 29-39 for the Argonauts. 4 turnovers for the Argos, all at key moments in time. 2 turnovers for the Riders. That's it for Week 12 Argonaut coverage. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, moderators. Appreciate it. Thank you, channel members. And thank you to everybody who came in, hit that like, who subscribed, and had fun with us here tonight. More to come on the channel. So make sure you're spreading the word, telling people where to find us. Why did the Argos get a point missing a field goal? Raymond. Yes, that is one of the fun rules in the Canadian Football League. If you go for a kick and it is wide, but it goes through the end zone, you pick up a single point. So usually if you are wide, returner has to receive the ball and run it out of the end zone. But if it goes through the end zone on a missed field goal, you still get a 1 point. And that's why the Argos kicker put everything into it. So even if he missed, it still had enough to go through the back of the end zone. So fun CFL rules. Thank you, everybody, for everything. We appreciate you so much. This has been a lot of fun. We'll see you again real soon. Keep checking our community section for posts we put out, and keep checking for live streams. Make sure you have your notifications set so our videos do pop up. Coming up this week, well, not this week, because this week's almost over. Next week on our gaming channel, if one of the mods wouldn't mind dropping our gaming channel link in there. Star Wars, Outlaws, Outlander, Outlaws, whatever the new Star Wars game is, coming out. We have early access. We'll be live streaming it as soon as it's available. That will be over on the Samwelb B12 gaming experience. So over on the gaming channel, if you're not following us on the gaming channel, make sure you go over and subscribe. We'll have live streaming of the new Star Wars game 3 days early before its general wide release. So if you want to come hang out and have some fun and check out a cool game, we will be doing that over on the gaming channel. If you're watching this on replay, you can also go to our main homepage, Samwelb 12 Experience YouTube homepage, and go down and check our featured partner channels. One of those is our Samwelb 12 Gaming Experience, so you can go over and sub to that. It'll be a lot of fun. I want to thank our partner channel, the Florida Park Explorers. They are awesome. Make sure to check them out as well. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you real soon. This is Sam saying, let's go Argos. Take care, and good night.